It should come up on somebody's thing, but it should be running.
Okay. Minimize that. I have no idea why you popped open. Right,
as long as it stopped hosting.
Right, so, quickly before we start, was it levitation or flight that you was going to go for?
The boots, the ones that work the way you described. Like there's a height limit, but I can use them unlimited. Like I can only go up 5 feet, but I can stay there all day.
Yeah, so levitation. Okay. Yeah. But that's the thing is, you're going to be wanting a shop first, aren't you?
Yeah, we were gonna go to the church and have them enchant our stuff.
Okay. Well, like the southern part of the map is mostly the shops. Stables on the right. The rest of it's kind of like, well, up there is the inn. The rest of it's kind of like housing and so forth. Just so that you're aware. Right, so we good to go? Yeah. Pardon?
Yes, start her up.
Let's do it.
Yeah, okay. All right, everyone. Welcome to the Darkness Returns yet again. I forgot what episode this is now.
This is 12.
Episode 12.
Yep.
That's not bad. When we last left the party, they had previously been, barricaded inside of an inn and, set on fire by Velvet, trying to assassinate the guild, these guys for destroying the Thieves Guild, Assassins Guild in the previous town. Guys managed to put out the flames, rescue a couple of the patrons. Rock almost choked a guy to death. And his amulet was finally broken.
I think that's Rib. I don't think Rock would choke a guy to death.
Rib, sorry. Yeah.
It'd be funnier to see Rock do it. Just like a feeble old woman trying to choke a man to death.
See, that's the problem. I keep getting your two names sort of like reversed all the time.
Yeah.
But you know who I meant. And I'm sure the people that eventually watch know what I meant. Shit, now I lost where I was. You choked someone, you had your amulet destroyed. The party then, after staying there the rest of the night, moved on. A couple of days later, made it to this town, where they
The hostel factory was about halfway between the two towns that we were traveling between.
Yeah. So you guys made it here. I've forgotten entirely the other guy's character name. Arlene, isn't it?
Yeah, Irene or something like that.
Irene.
Well, Irene met up with met the priest in town while she was in, explained the situation of what happened to her old party being destroyed. And the priest, taking pity, decided to offer the party an enchantment for an item for free. And that's where we left off. So, what are you guys doing from here? You're currently just in town. People are going by. You're basically dead center of town at the moment.
The guys, like, before we started, we're talking about like being able to just call a horse. What is it called? Like summon steed?
It's a spell, so you'll have to do the roll the failure chance.
Oh, can I do that while pretending like I'm just chatting with some horses over here? And if I succeed, one of them wants to be my friend.
Well, one of the actual horses.
Well, it's just like as far as imagination or something goes.
Yeah,
I want it to seem like it's more
like
like
the spirit in the form of a horse.
I'm on that edge of playing by the rules and also playing the story the way that I think Big would do it. So
So Big's over in the stables talking to a horse.
talking to all
Uh,
the horses, just having a chat. How's it going,
Mhm.
horses? You guys seem pretty cool. One of you has to be big enough to carry a man like me, right? What do I do
Which ones
for it
have
to
a
roll
thirst
anyway?
for glory?
So how do you? What did you just like roll a 20 and add something, or what
Yeah, but I mean,
for that spell or whatever
Well,
it is?
it's roll a d20 and don't get 5 or lower.
Is that all?
Because I mean, you can't take a round to concentrate on it because it's a 10-minute casting time.
no, that fails. No, I'm only joking.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just playing it,
So-
like using that spell as a way to make the story thing where he's trying to find a horse for it.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, like you cast a spell, and it. I mean, what is the exact spell that you're trying to cast it? Because I have no idea.
Find steed.
Okay, yeah, this really old bony nag from outside comes into the barn, and starts nuzzling up to you.
Well, it's
You know,
nice
but
and all, but it's not going to be very valuable in the way I'm doing.
Yeah,
It's like, oh wow, you're a nice horse, but I need somebody big and strong.
but as you look around the stable, though, you notice that there's various different breeds of horses. There's like small, like pony style horses. Ranging, to standard size horse. You also do notice two rather large beasts.
I want to go talk
Yeah,
to
but
them or something. So I'm not
Yeah,
even
I mean-
worried about how sure-footed they are as much as how much they can carry.
Mhm.
Because I know like there's a lot of things where like big dudes riding on small horses and like Viking stuff, where it's like I guess because they're really good at walking on stuff. I'm just too big for those.
Mhm.
So that'd be the
Yeah,
idea
well,
if I go to find a big horse.
Roll a perception check to see if you spot one that's big enough to carry your fucking
All
fat
right.
ass. I mean, your tall stature.
Oh fuck. Perception 7.
Yeah, you see two horses that are quite large. One
It'd be
is
hard not to
definitely
see
bigger.
big horses.
Yeah, but I just wanted to see if you could see it, just for fun. Yeah, I mean, one of them definitely does look able to carry you though, without your feet touching the floor.
That's the idea.
Mhm. It's at that point that so like the guy running the show in the stables, he comes up to you and he's like, I see you're eyeing our fine horses here. Perchance, would you be interested in buying one? All of these horses, except for the old deer here, he points at the old nag that was nuzzling up to you. All of them, except for her, are for sale.
What are we looking at price wise to
I
purchase
don't know
one
how
of
much do
these
horses cost.
monsters?
Hang on, I'm going to look that up. So why did I?
So kind of like neglecting that whole like find steed spell at this point, just buying a horse straight up anyway. Kind of what I was gonna do without having any idea that that existed.
Well, he points at the two larger horses. There we go. I got the price sheet there. He points at the two large ones and says, "Well, these two buttes will cost you 500 gold apiece. The smaller ones there are 300."
500 apiece.
Mm-hmm. And that includes like saddle and everything else. So it's an all-in-one deal. Or else
Okay,
I
how
would have to
like
charge more for the saddle and everything else, and I can't be asked for that.
as far as the party goes, how are we looking on steeds and carrying weight and all that? Because I know we lost a horse or so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you are down to one pack animal, which won't be able to carry everything
So
in the end.
talk to this horseman. As what of these animals, which ones are better as far as packing stuff? I might be looking to buy more than one horse. or more than one beast. Like if we got a donkey or a mule or something, maybe that would be a good pack animal, while a horse would be a good riding animal. And I might purchase us
Well,
an extra horse or donkey or something.
he turns to you and says, "Well, if you buy the two larger ones, I can guarantee you that one of them will be able to carry more than its fair share."
So he's like good at being a pack animal, and he's like trained and like functionally better than an actual donkey.
Yeah, I mean, looking at them, you can tell that these aren't just regular horses. These are bred for combat.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Is like, this is a fighting horse or a? I think they
Well,
might have different
you know what I
features
mean
to
by
them. You
that.
know.
I mean, like this is the kind of horse that you would see a knight riding around on.
So would he
but
feel
without
bad
the
if I
plate
put a
armor.
bunch of boxes on him? That's
Well, he's just the person that's selling them. He doesn't care what you do with them as
I'm
long
not.
as you don't use them.
Okay, so he doesn't even care enough about his horses to care about their feelings. I see.
I mean, he's a businessman. He raises horses and then sells them.
Well, he would know like the functionality like better, like carrying weight versus carrying people versus fighting and stuff though. But if the big horses are the ones that are good at also carrying a lot of stuff, then that would be what I would look towards to fill out our needs. In that case, I think for 500 apiece, would you be willing to make a deal if I bought both of your big ones?
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, we call it 900 for the both of them.
All right. I think I could go for that. I'll purchase your largest horses, my friend. 2 horses, please. And a side of fries.
Well, I can't help you with the fries because I don't know what those are. But he holds out his hand to shake on the confirmation of the deal.
Okay. I also do that, but shake him quite roughly, but happily, jovially.
Yeah, he's a little shook up at the end of it, but he says, "Okay, just give us a second to grab the papers for these horses." And he quickly runs off out of the stables to one of the houses across the street. Good, like 5-10 minutes, comes back and he brings you 2 documents stating that these horses are yours.
All right.
So there you go.
These are like big war horses, right?
He does explain to you that these aren't. They may be bred as war horse breed, but they ain't been. They haven't been trained in armor or anything like that. So they won't be able to handle it straight away.
All right.
As
far as like metagaming goes or whatever, are we even going to worry about that, or is this just silly stuff?
Well, that's just if you actually decide to armor these guys up because they're war horses.
Yeah, I didn't know if you were allowing us to use them to fight at any point, but if we are, I'll have to make sure I keep track of that. Okay, I think I'm good there. I just gotta find a damn pencil so I can mark that 900 no. Okay, so if I take this information back to the party, I can also I'm gonna first I want to like commune with these 2 horses, see which one is more my style or my personality, like which one of us as a team works better. But I'm gonna put the other horse to the party, and if one of the other guys wants to use it as a mount, cool. Otherwise, we can use it to carry stuff.
Okay, so basically, you want to spend the rest of a while training with the horse.
Well, training or whatever, getting to know it, getting to know the 2 horses, so I know which one I'll be more compatible with.
Yeah, and but the smaller one you notice is more reserved and patient, whereas the largest, the larger of the 2, he's stamping at the ground with his hooves and wants to get running, straight away. A impatient horse. So, it's up to you which one.
I think that I will ride the more active one. So the calmer one, if we use it for equipment and stuff, it's less likely to just like buck it all off, maybe.
Mhm. Yeah, okay.
But
Well, I
yeah,
mean,
if the other guys
uh,
want to ride it, then they can do that, and we can transfer stuff to the other horses. It's all
Mm.
up to them at this. I just know we needed horses, and I needed a big one, so now we got
Okay.
extra
I
horses.
mean, as you're riding him backwards and forwards across the yard a couple of times, at one point he does rear up. I want you to make us what is it? A
Animal
dexterity
handling,
check?
maybe.
You know, oh yeah, animal handling check to stay on the back of this horse.
Right.
You know, because it's just full on reared up. You know.
I got 15.
Yeah, you managed to hold on. You get the horse to submit to you and actually let you stay on its back by kicking at the flanks a couple of times. So the horse finally becomes more afraid of you than anything else.
All right.
Uh, what about the rest of you guys whilst the ribs sort of like playing in the yard?
I was going to go and get my stuff enchanted. And I also was going to, because I am borrowing Irene's old horse, and Irene has her steed. So
Mhm.
we were going to drop ours off in the stable.
Yeah, okay. So you guys, you know, you make your way over there. You see, Big
Oh, is it
prancing
over
backwards
here
and forwards.
somewhere? Oh, in this area, maybe, probably. Bruh.
Mm. Yeah.
But,
So
by
you
the way,
see him going
did
back
we
and
not
forwards.
already get the enchanted items off screen, or are we supposed to pick them up? Or
No,
what?
no. You know, just to the south off the map is where the church is.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to
Technically,
make time to go get those.
yeah. I mean, I don't have a map for that, so
Yeah, I didn't know if that was just a between episodes things that we did that.
yeah. Yeah, it's just I couldn't find a decent church map, so you know I don't really have one. But you know, I'll just that's not so you know nothing's really planned there, so it's fine. Yeah. So sorry, hang on. That's mhm. Yeah. But actually, I got something planned for you. But don't worry about that. Whilst you guys are there, though, you see him prancing around. You gonna inform them about the deal, or
Oh, so just talking about the horses? Yeah. If anybody wants this other big horse, the calm one here, we have this horse now available to our party, and this is a party horse. He's purchased. We've got the paperwork. Now, whoever wants him can do what they wish. Just don't hurt him. He's a good guy.
Has her own horse, right?
who?
Miss Windle.
Yeah, I think I do.
Whose horse died the other time?
Fine.
Okay. But yeah, we've also got the pack horses to worry about, so it's all about like figuring out which horse does what.
Mm-hmm. Well, the horse that you've been carrying around got a little fat, so you know.
Because he doesn't walk.
It wouldn't, yeah. So you know, I mean, a bit of a load on his back now won't do it some harm.
I mean, if you want, like the horse you've been carrying around, like you can just sell that horse and like Windle if you don't care about yours. If you and like either we can have the extra horse or Windle if you don't care about yours and want to sell it too. We can just upgrade both of your horses to bigger models. Just the trouble is, you can keep a horse like that under control. Can Miss Windle?
Yeah, I don't know. This other calm one could be. The big one I'm riding on, I don't think anybody else wants to deal with. So I'll take this guy.
You are correct.
This other guy seems pretty cool.
Right, because at the moment we've got 4 horses, and you seem to have found 2 better horses. So you could just trade out yours and Windle's. Like, see if that gets you a deduction on the price.
He's already paid for him.
Yeah, we purchased these horses, but we could possibly, if we don't have the needs for these guys, I could sell Pudgy over here. He's been kind of a weight on my back this whole time.
I mean, keep in mind that you do need a pack horse for your spare gear.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, we could still use them.
As a pack horse kind of works, but 2 spare horses might be a bit much for only 4 people.
Miss Wendell is like, I don't need a big horse. I'm good with the one I have.
Well, these are war horses, so if well trained, we can use them to our advantage in battle.
I'm not, but I don't battle that way.
But you could tell your horse to go battle if you were riding him as your friend, right? He'd be like a non-summon monster, yeah? I don't know. That reminds me, in Oblivion, I stole a horse one time, and then some lady started chasing me. I got off the horse, and she kept chasing the horse because she had beef with the horse, and the horse was fighting people, and I wasn't involved in any of it. It's like, horses are good fighters.
I know. One
Bethesda never changes.
time I was playing an old WWE game or WCW game, and this horse came on into the arena. I was like, "What the fuck?"
All right. Well, I'm going to leave. So Irene is going to leave her steed and her riding horse. The horse she had before, I don't remember what it was called, but the one Plolly's using.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to leave both of them here before we take off, and just going to ask you. So whatever you decide to do with the horses, please, you can't sell these two.
They're just staying here for grooming and whatnot, yeah?
Yeah, the guy, he goes, oh, that's perfectly understandable. Yeah, I don't do stolen goods. They'll be looked after. Don't you worry.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Do
Thank
they
you, sir.
pay-
Plolly said just don't sell them, and Arena's, of course, sir, thank you. And Plolly just says, yeah, I was talking to him. Just points to Big.
Does it cost it? Does it cost any money? Do you want money for their food and the lodging?
Yeah, does it cost money to have him keep the horses until we're done here?
But it depends really, on if you're going to be staying several days, or no.
We're not
Yeah.
sure, are we?
But I would say yeah. But so I'd say like he charges like 5 gold for like the entire time that they're here. Just say fixed
Oh,
price.
Okay, 5
Yeah,
gold.
five
There you go.
5 gold for each horse. That's not exactly a. That's not daylight robbery.
I give him 10.
Yeah, clearly. Yeah, so yeah, you guys do that. Yeah, you wanted to head to a shop, didn't you? So like, yeah, just down this way. It's kind of like shop areas and so forth.
Put my money down.
I guess I'm gonna sell the fat horse that I've been carrying around. Since after discussing it with the others, I'm gonna go to the stable guy and say, "Yeah, I'm really at this point. I'm pleased with the horses that I've purchased here. I was wondering if you might have a need for or an interest in purchasing a horse that we were using for a while. What do you think you could give us for this healthy fella? He's actually in really good shape. You might say he's too healthy at some points. Look at him.
Well, I have to ask what the party thinks about this, because the horses belong to everybody.
What, the little pack horse I've been carrying around?
Yeah, I mean they do belong to everyone.
Well, they're the ones that mentioned it.
He sells that
Okay, right, well, the guy looks at this somewhat overweight horse. And
He's happy.
Like, what on earth have you been doing to this poor creature?
I've been treating him very well.
Yeah, he's like,
look at the
you
smile
sure
on this guy. He's never had a bad day in his life.
Well, for this project sort of like course, I'm gonna have to work hard on this thing. I don't know, say 200 gold.
200. Okay, I'm gonna look the horse in the face and be like, "Does this sound good to you? Do you think you could have a fun life living here with other horses, not being dragged around into adventure?" I think that sounds fair. And I pat him on the head and I say, "Yes, I think that we're gonna make a deal here. If you take care of this little guy, I want him to remain as happy as he's been. Maybe you don't have to feed him as much."
Yeah.
So you said, what did you say, 200?
Yeah. Where are you guys going?
And I shake his
You went
hand
right
and
past
pat him
me.
on the shoulder.
Right, so Irene and Tlali are leaving. Like, all right, we're going to go by the church. Like, Tlali is going to head to the church and sort of stick around to sort of collect all the enchanted stuff
Mm-hmm.
at the
What?
finish. And Irene was going to stop there and see if there was anywhere in town she could help out. Ideally, like an orphanage, or the church, like she could just volunteer at.
Mm-hmm. I'll say because the church is technically directly south of the water fountain in the middle. You guys, you
Oh,
get there. Yeah, and you guys get there. Is everybody going there, or just you two?
Are our items there being enchanted, or do we have to drop them off and tell the guy?
Well, Big's playing with the horses.
Well, first things first is, Tali, are you replacing your footwear beforehand, or no?
Has the weather been cold so far?
No, but it's going to get cold.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So
get a
keep
heavier
in mind
pair of
where you're
shoes.
heading to. So I mean, as you're going through the crossroads southwards, you do come across a couple of shops. One of them selling apparel, like simple clothing. One of them selling actual armors. Weapon shop, potion shop. Just the general jazz. And I presume you're going to the.
Well, while Irene goes ahead to the church and tries to figure out where she can do the most good in town, Clali's just gonna get a new pair of shoes,
Mm-hmm.
like good boots,
Well,
good boots, and a heavier cloak.
Me too.
Okay.
I'll get a heavier cloak. Or wait, I'm gonna go to the church first, and then after that I'll go get a heavier cloak. Like when we're about to leave, I'll get this town. I'll get a heavier cloak.
All right, so Wendell is going with Irene.
Okay. Well, yeah, they. Sorry. Pardon? Oh,
I'm
okay.
just sorry.
But you guys, you get to the church. I'll do you guys in a minute. Yeah, you find yourself a shop to buy yourself a cloak and boots. You go inside and there's this. You recognize a small woman, and yeah. Do you want to roll to
You've got to be kidding me. This isn't the old lady, is it?
Hmm?
Hmm?
Well, it depends. You have to roll.
Well, I don't think I recognize anything.
Yeah, well, you think you recognize her, but you can't be sure. And she looks up and she's like, "Oh, it's you. How did you find me so quickly?"
And Polly, again, not entirely sure who this is I wasn't looking for you.
It's the easiest way to find something.
Yeah, she says, "Well, don't tell anyone about previous dealings."
She traveled out the only road. She took the only major road out of town, stopped at the very first settlement she came to, and then she's like, "How did you know?"
Nah, she's like, oh, "God damn it. This was just a stop-off point. Guys, I wasn't expecting you guys to catch up this quickly. If you can, she can. And I'm leaving town first thing in the morning. What is it you want?" Sorry, pardon?
Boots, cloaks, cold weather. The cold weather disagrees with my people.
Huh. Okay.
A heat
Well,
lamp.
the owner has some bits and pieces in here. I'll go dig around. Give us a second. She disappears out back, and you can hear her muttering away to herself. Just
I'm gonna keep an eye on the doors and windows just in case she or anyone else comes in with a knife to try and keep our location a secret.
The latest thing you might want to keep an eye out is for windows that explode into fire.
yeah. You tried to open up the door and it's buttress from. Yeah, no, I'm not joking. No, but she's like screaming obscenities, well, muttering obscenities, She comes back in after a couple of minutes and goes, "Well, I've got a pair of thick leather boots here, and we've got a couple of cloaks. ranging from like simple brown peasant sort of like cloth, in colours, and a really lavish purple one.
Will that purple one keep out the cold and rain?
It's
Well,
purple, of course.
They're all designed for that, so yeah.
So yeah, like they're all fairly thick and waterproof and stuff. Then yeah, she'll go like she'll try to look as impressive as possible.
hmm She says, she turns around and says, "Okay, that'll be like 20 gold in total."
Could you do 14 for a dear friend?
What would that be, a persuasion check? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, do you want to roll a charisma or persuasion check? To see if you can influence her.
He's working on it. Calm down.
Yeah, I know, but I was just finishing off. Jeez. 13. All right. She says, "How much would you offer? 13 or 14?"
I was
Yeah.
offering 14.
She says, "Tell you what, make it 15."
Deal.
Okay. Now get out of here before someone sees us together. And she's like shoehorning you out the shop as quick as possible.
Oh, you should know our mutual friend paid myself and my coworkers a visit in the hostel 2 nights back.
Just after you do the big deal, you tell her.
Yeah, after I get served, like I don't want her bolting out before I can get my booze.
Why didn't you tell me that before?
Yeah, he just tells her that, and it's just food for thought.
Yeah, she looks at you for a second and blinks, and then her face drains of all color.
And then I leave.
As you're leaving, you also happen to hear her run out of the shop and literally run right out of town. So she's basically gone. And you hear the shop owner, the one that she was working for. "Oh, God damn it! What the hell? Get back here!" And and she's just gone.
Right,
It's
for
like
an
the
old
sound
lady.
of bongo drums going.
Mhm.
All that's missing is an old lady-shaped hole in the back wall because she didn't want to waste time with the door.
Yeah. It's
Now, church crew, Wendell and Irene.
mhm. Yeah, you guys get to the church, and the priest is there waiting for you, and he's like, "Ah, so, well, I presume you're going to go there as well, Rib."
Yeah, I didn't know if I have to go drop the thing off or if we already had it because I wasn't.
No,
in a
you have to
certain
drop
house.
the items.
Yeah, I
off.
thought we had already done that before I was doing the horse thing.
No,
So I guess I'm
'cause
gonna
you'd
work my
only
way
just-
over there.
He'd only just spoken to you, so
Because you
Yeah,
had
but,
mentioned
I
that we
mean-
weren't in this town at the end of the last episode and all that. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'll work my.
As-
What is
as
happening with
you're,
my freaking mouse?
I don't know. As I said, I don't have a church map, so. But as you guys, as you are walking south, just leaving the stable, you see someone that
What
you
is
actually
happening?
recognize from
Ah,
your past,
this isn't.
walking past, and
What is
you
that?
kind
Hold
of,
on.
how to put it, your heart sinks for a second because you know who this is, and this is Captain Groldick, the guy that you served under when you was working for the Charic Navy. And he walks up to you and he's like, "Ah, Big, how fortunate to see you here. What are you doing inland?"
Buying horses.
Wait, away from the docks and on ground.
Okay, this is fucking weird. We're just purchasing horses, traveling, drinking, eating, adventuring. Just like the Charics like to do. What are you doing here? Same, I would assume. Oh, now it's not doing that.
He says, "Actually, no. We just dropped something. We just made a delivery to the docks. The men are unloading right now."
Wait, there's water nearby here?
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
off the map to the right. There's a river going northwards.
Okay.
Quite a substantial river, I should point out.
Okay, I see. So I'm not that far inland then.
Well, you're inland as in it's a river, it's not the ocean. So.
But I'm near water still, so it's not that far out of.
Hmm. Yeah, he says, "Oh, well, we're going to be here for the next few days. Unloading's going to take a day. All of us finding a tavern, getting absolutely shit face is going to take a day. Then reloading the ship and sailing.
So where you headed after?
We're heading back home to Cherik.
Oh, well, that's a coincidence. I've been working my way back there myself. We've got some word from Arendia that we've got to pass on to the. I thought I wrote a name down for the king, or whatever the guy, King Krog or something.
No, Anheg, Anheg.
For the king of the guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I got King Krog written down here for like the name of something that you told me to write down or come up with at some point. What is it? N-A what?
Anheg. Anheg.
King? Is he a king?
Yes.
Okay.
He's also the tribal leader, because technically there's still tribes.
Yeah. But he's
But
like
overall, he's the king
top.
of everything. Yeah. He's like the tribal leader of the tribal leaders.
All right. Yeah, so we got to probably visit with King Enheg and pass some information on from the king of Arendia.
Well, he claps you on the shoulder and says, well, we'll gladly ferry you that way.
Me, my friends, and my horses, who are my friends, except for this one I just met, but he's my friend soon, I'm sure. How would that sound for you guys to help us out?
That's perfectly fine.
We've got really strong Cherik interest in this, and I think you'll be quite interested to join up if you have any interest in Toraking places, as I know most of us do. It's pretty fun!
He looks at you and says, oh, that does sound interesting, but my home is the sea. I ain't gonna be fighting on land. I have too much responsibility being the captain of my warship.
Well, he'll go to the sea, I'm sure. He likes to spread himself, that Torak.
Mm-hmm. Well, if we discover old burnt face on the ocean, we'll sink him.
Well, I have been tasked with giving this word, regardless of how cool we are. It's good to have more of us cool guys that are good at punching Torak's face off, organized into this. And why would I want to hold all the fun to myself, honestly? I'm not that arrogant.
He says, okay. Well, I've got to go see someone. I got to find an actual cargo to take back, or else it's not going to be a profitable journey. But I shall see you later on in the tavern, surely.
Oh, yes. That sounds quite good. What does Big talk like? That sounds lovely!
That sounds lovely! I always thought Rip's character was kind of a Viking, like a Norse thing. So there were the Jarls, but there was also the big Jarl, and he was known as the king.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's the High King, but there you go. Because that's what it would be.
Yeah, but he was the king. There was the Jarls, and then there was the king. He was the ruler of all the other Jarls. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of like High King Torek from Torek from Skyrim. Anyways, moving on. He, Godlick, he grins broadly at you at the prospect of getting drunk together. Claps you on the shoulder and says, "All right, well, I shall catch you later on, my friend."
I tap him back in our Cherik way, or Cherik way, and like finally somebody who can take a good shoulder pat. All these little guys, they practically fall down anytime I shake their hand.
Mm-hmm. Okay. he just grins and then lets out a little chuckle and starts striding off to go and take care of business.
All right.
Yeah. So you guys, you'll make it to the church, and the moving to the next scene. The priest is stands at the entrance before you guys. It's like, so you guys, you worked out what you want done, yes?
Yes.
Yes,
Huh.
I think we do.
Yeah, okay. Well, please come inside and let us inform me of what you want, and please provide the items, and we shall. The high priest shall get to work as soon as.
All right. So Tlali will provide her boots and ask for the levitation spell.
Okay, the guy, the priest, he looks at you and he says, a very fine choice. You sure? Just so that you guys are actually aware, the enchantment for one item will take a day. So it might be a little while to do everything that you guys need. But we will get it done free of charge. Especially
Right.
after hearing the absolute tragedy of, the of a character's party.
Arenes.
Yeah, sorry, I'm terrible with names. If it ain't on the screen, I can't see it. Or say it. So, yes, I will forget. And I presume that's when Irene asks, is there anything that we can do and such?
Irene definitely is going to jump at the opportunity to, volunteer here.
Mm-hmm. Well, the priest goes, well, that's absolutely perfect, because we have been having a little trouble fighting a small disease that's spreading through part of the town. The lower section, i.e. peasant section, is having a little bit of an issue with basically a flu. If you could help a couple of the junior priests with their sort of administrations, that would be entirely grateful.
Irene will almost certainly be, eager to go and help tend to the sick. Polly, though, will ask what's wrong with them.
The princess says, well, we don't know. The town came under attack yet again, which is always happening. But after the last one, there's just been this god awful disease just permeating. It just won't go away.
Irene asks how many.
How many, as in?
Are infected.
Oh crap, cat.
Quite a few. The problem is that when they die, they don't stay dead.
Does this
Which is
sound
why
to
we
us
need
like a
someone.
Torak thing?
Well,
We've been dealing a
don't
lot
know.
with a lot of Torak things. I think we know something about Torak things.
Well, it would require a religion check.
Okay, I'll do a religion check. Listen
Are
to
you
this.
familiar with anything like this?
But
I will roll a religion check too.
Where's that anyway? My religion is religion. Oh, I got 13. Dang. I don't know how good that is for this, or how obvious.
well, it sounds like a Torak thing.
Sounds like a Torak thing, guys. We might have to punch a burn face.
But the priest, he just he explains how sort of like Irene being there would be beneficial, as she'd be able to protect the junior priests if anything goes wrong. Which is where the problem's been. Why they haven't been able to fight it as much is because they're just priests. And there is guards in this town, but they're like peasant guards. There's only a few legionnaires around.
Cat stuff.
All right, so Irene can cure disease 10 times an hour.
Well,
That's not bad.
she's gonna have hours of work ahead of her.
Yeah. So, but with that 13 as well, that you can also I'll also say that you can tell that these creatures, what he's describing, is literally the undead.
So it's beyond ravenous and
No,
full
not
on
ravenous.
undead.
These are literal zombies. They die from this disease and they come back.
Well, yeah, that was mentioned already. I didn't know if that was like kind of along the same lines though. Like what starts what a Ravener would turn into eventually or something.
No, these are Raveners are soulless creatures.
Okay.
These are people that are dying and coming back.
Okay. I thought Raveners were just people that had been corrupted or something.
No, those are people that have had their souls ripped out.
Okay.
Thus, they just turned feral.
Well, Irene definitely has the skills to tend to the still living. So once they passed on, I think they're a bit beyond her reach. And it's part of her, as her poultices can just do that.
Mm-hmm.
I think better to try to find the source and cut it off at its head. Like take this axe and hit the first person you see that seems to be spreading the disease.
With the priest, he looks at you. Well, the priest, he looks at you and says, "Look, the first place where this actually, where the first person got this from, he went down into, a forbidden area, and when he came back, he died, and then all of a sudden, whoosh, this disease." It's quite convenient how it happened just after we got attacked. So I'm not, he's basically pondering whether or not something's taken up residence here.
So the man who went down there into the forbidden area, did you know him?
Well, personally, no. It was just some teenager. He just went exploring.
Was he new in town?
No, but I don't know everybody here. It's, we're a church, but not everybody attends.
Keep yourself all locked away from the people, do you?
Well, Irene, while you're healing the sick and halting this infection as it is, would you like us to wait for you to go with us before we venture into these forbidden lands to try and find out what went wrong, or would you like us to go ahead without you so that we don't prevent you from tending to people?
Hello?
Hello?
He's typing out his reply.
Okay.
Whatever we think is best. If you guys are super urgent, she would politely say, "It's fine if you guys think it's best."
Well, it's up to you guys. That's the whole party. So
yeah, if you guys will, it really is up to us because Irene will wait for us if we're going. But the other thing is, Irene can't really function in combat at this precise moment, so that's why I was saying, why don't we go now and Irene can catch up.
Mm-hmm. Well, the priest also turns to you and hang on, yeah, Tali, there we go. Says, well, you should also know that there's an academy for your kind here.
Nasons?
No, I noticed that you don't actually carry any weapons, which means you're a monk.
I am.
He says, well, just north of us, it's not on the map, it's just at the top of the map, there's actually an academy there for your type. You should go speak to the Grandmaster there. I'm sure he could provide you some sort of assistance as well.
So you mean there's an academy for people who make things that
No,
make
it's
people
basically it's kind of like a martial arts place, kind
ill?
of
Man,
like
I'm trying to play big as like when he said that, as like an academy for poison making, kind of ineptly, because he knows what she does, and he's
no,
I
not
gotta
a
play
drug
that.
making academy. No, a monk's academy up there.
What side of the town is like the poor side of town that all these people are getting sick at?
You gotta cross the railroad
Kind of like
tracks.
up there in the top left-hand corner and like down here.
All right, yeah, could be worth just checking out, seeing what he knows about it, seeing what the monks know about it. Probably.
It's the alchemy lab, but alchemy is in big quotes.
Mhm.
Welcome to our monastery. Well trained monk, and Klali just takes out like snorts a white powder or something. Yeah, good to go.
You're like, how did you know that's how we actually get started? You are well trained.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, you hand over the items, and the priest, after saying all of that, he takes the items and to the back of the church and gets the guy in charge to start work. So, they're sitting there busy away. What are you guys doing from here?
And those are going to be done in 4 days, right?
Oh yeah,
When did
I
the
didn't. We didn't. I tell him thank you for the item, but I think the money, because I know you have to take money to make these. I want the money donated to the poor, or if you have an orphanage here. But thank you for the item.
Oh, the priest says, "Oh, that's incredibly generous of you. Wait right here," and he goes out, into the back where the living areas are. And after like 5 minutes, he comes back out and he hands you this, basically a stick, and says, "Here, take this." Then,
so you try and
well,
get away, you still get some kind of item. Haha!
yeah, I know. This is just no. This
In
this
your
item I've
face.
been wanting to
Here's a
this
present.
item I've been wanting to give
It's
to the
the-
party anyway. So,
Take
but,
this good stuff, you idiot. Try and get away with not getting presents.
It should be in the hands of someone good, and it should be in the hands of someone who can use it to do good, or something like that.
Just so I know, we're not having to go to the effort of actually explaining what we want enchanted and how we want it enchanted, other than telling you, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Because
you
otherwise,
you
I've got a whole
explained
thing in my head as to what I would go through, but I don't need to waste the time on it if we don't need to.
Well, it's up to you if
It's-
you guys
it's
want to
just a
spend the
stick.
time.
It's just.
But
a
no,
stick.
well, basically it is a wand, but
God damn.
do you want to? But he doesn't tell you what it is, but he does have a little chuckle once he hands it over. It's not an evil thing, so don't worry.
It's a
but-
thing
It's a
to
chicken
summon
stick that
roosters.
makes a rooster scream.
Yeah.
No, no, it's not doing it that.
Yeah, no, it conjures roosters, and he's giving it to her like, now you'll be able to feed yourself whenever you like.
No, he's
Mhm.
like, I know, I've read your future, and I know this is what you would want the most, and it's just a stick that conjures tons of those roosters.
No. Do you want to identify it now or save it for later?
Yeah. Arcana. Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Cat, why do you be annoying?
Why you to be annoying? Okay. Okay. That's what I thought. Instance. Well,
Yeah.
doing this rolls tonight.
Well, I was going to say because you're in the church, I give you an advantage. It's I'll say that 23 is allowed. you look at this thing and you also let out a chuckle because happens to be a wand of wonder, which basically, you'll have to look it up. But
Oh, no. Oh,
you
no.
roll a percentile dice, and
Yeah, I
whatever
know.
number you get, no, but for the rest of the party, whatever number he gets, he is whatever spell he casts.
Oh god, and it could be bad or good. Dude, when I was looking at items, I'm like, I look at One to Wonder, I'm like, haha, that would be good if I was a DM and gave it to somebody. Oh god, we think alike, I'm dead. How dare you? How dare you?
Hey, it could be really, really good if he land on something really good.
To be
Oh,
fair,
God.
when have rock spells worked out in our favor?
Yeah, let's. Well,
I
when
don't
he
even
tried to
think
cast
20
Deafness
for this.
and instead, when he tried to cast Silence and instead got the Rooster, he tried to cast Message and instead summoned the Rooster to crow so loudly that they couldn't listen in on us. That worked out pretty well.
I like all the time he tries to change the size of people and then turns himself small.
Yeah.
So we
The
know
priest
generally what this enchantment is going to do. Like he wants to like be able to draw attention. But
Oh no,
what
I've
is he
changed.
giving over to be enchanted?
I'm doing something different. I'm having my other
Yeah.
tomahawk. I have two tomahawks. One of them's got a chain on it that I drag back. I'm having my second tomahawk basically magically come back to me and have a longer range when I throw it.
only a 10-foot increase in range.
I got
Yeah,
it.
it's just a little bit like it's double, but they're not long range weapons anyway, so it's just a longer range that I could throw it and it comes back without the chain. It basically acts in the same way as the other one. It just looks different. It
Alright,
goes a little bit farther.
What was Irene going to request?
A cloak of spell resistance.
All right.
Excuse me. Pardon me.
Thinking of getting that item too.
So I'll just say you guys all explain to him what you want, and he says, "Oh, okay," and they get to work. So you guys are now outside the church, but what are you doing from here?
Well, Irene is going to go to where the poor area was described to find the priests there and tend to the sick, and she'll be able to do that over the course of an hour. She'll be able to totally cure 10 people, but then she'll need a half hour to collect all of her poultices and stuff before she can come and help the party again. So she'll have to spend an hour with them and then another half hour running around in the woods.
Okay, so about an hour and a half to take care of it all. So okay.
During that time, I'm going to head north and try to find that monastery or academy.
What?
Anyone else feel like
Yeah, I'll come. Are we gonna save You're going to go save them people, right? Is that the plan?
she's going to go save people? I'm going to go ask the monks what they know. And probably then we're going to hit, and probably then I was going to, head into the forbidden area. Like, you guys can go ahead and go without me if you really want to. Without me and Irene if you really want to.
So if
we'll catch up, or you could come with one of us.
If we planned on going into the forbidden area, would we be able to find some magic duty person to give us some sort of protection against whatever these people have?
Well, you just left the church. If he's going to get any assistance in terms of magical, it would have been there.
So I'm just talking to whoever magically knows in the
Do we
party.
even
This
know
is
where the
big. This is
plans
big
are?
talking to them. He's smart enough to think of that. He's not like good at asking.
I'm
for
sorry,
it.
I can only hear one of you.
Yeah, go ahead.
So,
Did we forget to ask where the Forbidden Land even is, or did we just forget that?
well, you didn't ask him, but you can find it out at the thingy because this is something that everybody knows.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go and talk to the monks while these guys clear things up with the priest, and Irene goes to heal people.
Mhm.
Ready,
So you,
break.
so hang on. God damn it! I made
When
a
you say
mistake.
ready break, I think Big hits his fist on the table like, yeah, and the table breaks in half. He's like, sorry.
Sorry, I just got to quickly resize something because I just realized my mistake. Mhm.
I'm going there. Yeah, I'm going where you are going, right? I'm thinking, right?
Yeah, you can come with me, or you can go with any of the others.
Well, well, you're going to the monks, right? Or, yeah,
Correct.
yeah. So I'm following you. Miss Window's a little slow. She's old.
Well, I've got monk speed too.
True. See you I'm just like, wait up, I'm a little lady.
Mhm.
No, just today I saw a little old lady take off sprinting. Wally.
So hang on, who's going with him? All
Just
three of them? Okay, just give us a second because I didn't set any people on the map just because just to make it easier. I'll actually resize these because the map's huge. So that doesn't mean that the size has increased. It's just to give you so you can see the images better. Why is it I always lose? Oh, there it is. It's always
What do you
Brock's
lose?
character that I lose track of. So
How do you do that? Come on, man.
yeah, as you get to the academy there, you start talking to a few people, and most of them are as you go through the gates. So you notice that most of them are literally lined up, training away. You see a couple of like groups sparring with each other and everything else. And as you're speaking to one of the masters, he turns around and says, "Well, this plague that you've been asking about, because that's what you're actually talking to him about." And he says, "Well, this isn't the first time that we've actually seen this. We had this problem before. We sealed up a crypt not that long ago, and we did send people down, but they, everybody keeps dying down there. But basically, it is just packed with the undead for some reason. We just can't kill them."
is saying this, or the priest saying this to Rib, to Big.
No, this is the one of the guys talking to you.
Yeah, that's up in
At the
the
academy.
monastery, right?
Yeah.
Say hello, my name is Wally.
Mm-hmm.
I just walk in the door and immediately. So these undead.
Yeah.
No,
So,
I'm just moving it along quicker. Yeah. But the guy says, "Well, really, if you want sort of like the best information, you'll have to talk to the Grandmaster. The head of this academy. He'll have more information for you, but I don't think he'll just talk to you straight away."
Not even if it means if it means stopping this plague again.
Well, we have specific rules here. If you want to talk to him, you'll have to fight him. You need to prove your worth to him.
All right, Clawley's going to take off her cape and start folding it up. All right, which one is he?
Awesome. He says, "Okay, I'll lead you to him in a second." And he walks off and quickly starts ringing a bell. And you hear people from the town sort of like start making their way up towards here. And then he leads you through a barred door. I'll say Rock and Rib, there as well, because they finally
Oh, we
catch up.
heard about a fight.
Hmm. And
Yeah.
This guy leads you into this room. Hang on, I'll show you because I got it up. Bang. Mhm. And
Wait, what?
directly across from you, you can see a humongous man wearing no armor, just sat there in the middle of of this sand-filled arena.
Hey, Big, he looks like you.
I think his name is Hugh.
Related?
No, but this guy's bigger than big.
Oh God, this is huge, ginormous,
Huge McLarge man.
Yeah.
a colossus.
That's extra large, McHuge larger. He's the guy that I see as a role model to the size I want to grow.
Mhm. I just got to get one thing open. So yeah, he puts you in there, and after a couple of minutes, you notice that like the whole place is getting packed with people. Those that can come up here, not the sick.
That's just the thing to do when there's a pestilence going around.
It's
Is everyone packed
like
into
the
a
real
small
world.
area.
This is a full arena, but look at all the people here. There's like nobody here, and there's a
Yeah, I
there's a
know,
virus,
but
and they're coughing all over people. And this huge guy is Donald Trump.
yeah, and I just can't be asked changing the thing over. Adding like oh fuck it, all right, I'll add peasants. Jesus, give us a second. Oh fucking hell, so pedantic in particular. No, actually, bollocks to you. I'm not going to add. There's
Use your
peasants in-
imagination, man.
Stop drawing on my thing.
Peasants.
I'm helping.
Look at that crowd.
Yeah, basically, there's a crowd around there, and you hear a couple of them are like placing bets and everything else, So, what are you doing from there, Tommy?
All right, so I say, are you the one I have to beat? Are you the Grand Master?
He opens his eyes and looks at you, and then stands up, cracks his knuckles, yeah, but doesn't say a word to you.
Was he sleeping in this arena?
All right, I'm going to attempt to speak to sort of the spirits of Naisa to sort of help guide me through this to try and cast a spell.
Down in the arena.
Shit.
Good job.
Okay, what?
Magic.
Well,
I was trying to cast Bless.
hmm Well, it wouldn't have mattered what you rolled anyways, because the second you try to cast a spell in here, you notice that it doesn't work.
That's probably fortunate considering, wild magic.
Yeah, but it's you. It take an Arcana check to determine the kind of magic that's at play here. To stop magic. But let's see if you want to roll for it. But basically, just you point and it fizzles. Basically.
Pin that one. He got.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's
it's
at
not
that
like
particular
magic.
point that
There, yeah.
around the edge on the of the actual sand, the a wind starts blowing, creating a dust barrier, so that no one can enter or leave.
Can we still see?
Yeah, it's
So-
kind of like a force barrier, but it's just
Okay. It's not just like obscuring our view and making me angry that I can't watch this cool fight.
So I'm not even gonna try to reach for the crystals or anything.
what crystal?
Fire crystals.
Oh,
That
yeah.
have the spell.
Yeah, because well, you don't know it, but they just wouldn't work here.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna. Well, I mean, I assume I left my bag and everything behind, so I'm just gonna.
hmm
So yeah, I'm. So yeah, she's just going to sort of. All right.
He takes one step forward, and it's you can hear it even on the sand. You know, this guy, he's got arms that are as thick as your entire body, basically. You know, just think big, but like way more chunky in terms of muscles.
Right.
It's more muscle than man. There we go.
Big. I like funky. So yeah, the bag and everything is down outside the arena with my coat, cape, and everything, so that like my snake doesn't get injured or something.
Yeah,
Because
they
again,
wouldn't
I'm
let
not
you
trying
do
to kill the guy, because then I can't talk to him. Otherwise, I might have tried to sneak the snake in.
It's at this particular point when he actually does speak up and he roars at you. Okay, show me what you know.
In my mind, this guy looks and sounds like a larger what's his name? He played Heimdall, Black Superman in Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba. Yeah, in my mind, this guy is Idris Elba. Huge.
So all the ladies are like,
You want-
"Ooh, look at him!"
I just bought that movie today.
But this guy though is except for like a loincloth, he is absolutely naked. He's not wearing any armor, not carrying any weapons, nothing like that.
Barbarian.
Oh, the size of this lad. So am I small and he's large?
Well,
Am I
he's
medium?
well, he's 9 foot, so I don't know with that.
Quali.
That's the large then.
Yeah, Quali is large as well. So is Big and Wendell at this moment.
Yeah, I put you that size so that you know you can see it clearly.
All right. Oh, feel free to shrink me back down when you hand me back control.
Oh shit! I thought I handed
Just
you
now
control.
I know.
Sorry, that's my bad. Because I was waiting on you to move because it's your thing. Right, there you go.
Nope. Oh, my initiative is up first.
Yeah, he asked you to show him what you're capable of. There you go. Everybody's got control of their thing. And whilst you're moving forward, you know, you hear one of the presidents shout, "I got 100 gold on the little girl."
I am still large, by the way. So it does move me weird because it moves me in like half increments.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry about that.
All right, so
You make yourself small. I think.
Just half it all in your
I can make-
brain.
with 2 moves I can get to him, but I don't have 2 moves. So Claudia is just going to approach and like she's going to fall into sort of a Viper style movement, just sort of start sort of this sort of staggering dodging sort of move, sort of swaying on her feet as she does so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Well, the
Oh,
guy
I'm
moves
just
towards.
using the dodge action on my turn at this point.
Mm-hmm. He moves closer towards you, and he impatiently says, "I'm still waiting."
So she steps forward, steps here slowly, and then very quickly shifts direction and moves into strike.
Mm-hmm. Okay, go ahead and roll us an attack roll. Oh, crap. What the hell is that?
And flurry.
Hang on. Where the hell is that? God damn it, get off of there.
11, 12, 17, 19.
Okay, the first hit, just when you punch him, you hit him like square in the chest, and your hand just stops dead. You know, it's like it didn't even hurt him at all. The other two do connect.
Wait, which ones? Because I rolled 19, 12, 17, 11. So
Okay,
which of them
nine-
hit?
Hang on, 19, 12. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah,
the
one from
17.
before.
Sorry, the 17 hits. The other two don't. So the first hits, the second misses.
All
The first misses. Sorry, the second hits, third misses. There we go. Sorry, Vala.
19 missed, but 12 and 17 hit.
No, 17 hits, but 12 and 11 miss. Yeah,
Okay.
I messed up there because I got to switch between screens to see. So. So
Oh wow, perfect 22 damage.
when you only hit once. So
I thought he hit twice with a
19 and
19 and
17.
17.
where's 19 then?
Right before 12.
Oh, okay. So I didn't see that one. I wasn't looking at that. Yeah. So those two do hit. You smack him twice in the face, and he just turns his head each time, and then just grins at you.
All right. Well, I get to move when I flurry because of staggering strike. I can move 10 feet when I flurry, and I auto disengage.
Mhm. Okay.
So she lands 4 hits and then just sort of rolls off to one side.
Mhm. Okay. He watches you roll, and then instantly charges right at you, or not charge, but you know what I mean by just sort of like runs in your direction and tries to clothesline you.
It seems pretty hard
Which,
for somebody that tall to clothesline somebody that short.
you know what I mean by just catch you with the with his arm. And, there's a I forget. Fuck's sake, I forget which one I actually roll for this one. It's a strength check thing, isn't it? So
I guess it would be an attack roll.
yeah, it's D20 plus 8. So 22 to hit.
That'll do it.
Okay. Well, he hits you and clocks you quite hard. Hang on, which one do I roll for damage? I forget. So 6 plus. God damn it. So 10 points of damage. And roll us a acrobatics save roll to see if you can stay on your feet.
Dexterity save or acrobatics check?
Well, I think it would be acrobatics, wouldn't it?
Really a save.
Yeah. No, actually, dexterity.
They're both the exact same anyway.
Yeah, unless you're trained in it.
Yeah. Okay.
then
So roll
you
whichever
get
one's
better.
appropriate. Yeah. He
That's either
slammed
or.
into you, and you
I just
basically
take the head, just completely backflip.
yeah. And he smiles at you and he's like, huh, quite impressive.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Oh crap! I forgot that.
Is that his
he attacked. Yeah, that's his one attack just there.
Ooh, fumble?
Mhm. So
And
the
the other
25
attack is
hit, yeah, the 25 and the
the 25 was my save. Land on my feet.
okay. So
First
the other two,
that's a miss.
so you're just doing the standard, attack for this one, i.e. just the 2. Okay, well the 9 definitely misses. As you actually swing, he actually catches your hand and grips it, with that one, the 16 that also misses. So you
Luck
swing.
point to re-roll.
Pardon?
I have the lucky feat, so I have 3 luck points that I can spend in a day to either reroll for myself or force an enemy to reroll attacking me.
Well, that one, he still got hold of your hand. But the 16, you
So,
can try
yeah,
to reroll. Yeah, that one hits, you know. So,
So I got lucky.
yeah. So he's got hold of your left hand in one hand, and the other hand, you just swing and yet again clock him square on the jaw, which makes him turn his head and then just slowly look back at you.
I'm going to burn a key point to dodge as a bonus action. So he has disadvantage hitting me.
But only for one attack. So what's that? 3 + 5. Oh yeah,
That
God.
3 plus 5 is damage.
Oh, okay.
So until the end of my next turn, any attack roll made against me has disadvantage if I can see him, is what the dodge action does.
Okay. Hang on. So how much damage have you done in total? I've forgotten now.
He has taken 30 total because I rolled really well for those first 2 hits. As long as he doesn't have any resistance or anything. If he does, then I'm in trouble. 1 and 2, he has only taken 14.
Yeah, I'm just checking. No, I don't see any resistances.
Oh, thank God.
Well, hang on, I'm having a bunch of. Yeah, but he does have evasion, so.
Well, that would have been useful if my fireball gem worked.
God damn it! I'm sorry, my calculator messed up.
So his turn.
Yeah, well, he's currently got all of one hand, and with his other hand, he's going to strike you twice in the face. So
He has disadvantage.
I've got to keep track of this.
It's like she's using like the grabbed arm and her free hand to sort of try to entangle to mess with his swings.
Yeah, he misses all 4 of them.
Oh, well, the second one is like 10 plus his attack bonus, right?
No, this is
Yeah, so the first one would be 10 plus bonus, and the second one would be 2 plus bonus.
And
my AC is 19.
Yeah, so he only rolled 18 total, so
Oh, that's lucky.
and it's at that point that you realize that this guy has 2 attacks for every 1 attack, but he still has hold of your hand. He didn't let go.
Stop at some point. People are going to talk.
No, but he's got your hand sort of like in his hand, like a tennis ball, like squeezing the fuck out of it. So technically, you are grappled right now.
All right, I'm going to make an acrobatics opposed by his athletics check. And if I get out, then I'm free.
And
There doesn't seem to be an action to do this more quickly than usual, so I guess that's going to be my action.
And athletics, just so I'm aware, it's a D20 plus his athletics, isn't it? So.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. And do you want to make your roll?
Fuck. I'm spending my second luck die. Oh, ass.
plus. So that's a total of 20. So no, he still has hold of you. So seeing as that's the end of your turn, he's going to.
I'm gonna spend another key to dodge. Boy, I love never being able to roll above a 10. That's a good thing.
No, you have rolled above 10. So. Oh yeah. Yeah, so sorry about that. I got distracted for a second. Still holding on to that hand, he's going to literally just try to. Well, he puts his hand on, try to put his hand on your side and try to lift you up above him, and then slam you into the ground. Which that will be an athletics check on my part to do that, won't it? Or is it acrobatics? I don't know.
Usually manhandling a grab is athletics. Escaping a grab is acrobatics or athletics.
So it's athletics, yes. Yeah, no, he fails. And you actually slip out of his grasp.
All right, so like when he picks me up, do I just like slip through his hand and land behind him?
No, you manage to like leverage your feet on against his chest and push yourself off of him. So with an audible pop.
All right.
But you do land on your feet. I will give you that one. He starts getting a little. You can see on his face that he's a little annoyed. And the peasants are starting to roar. At this competition going on.
Points for him, huh? How about a little more? Is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He's not going to move away from you.
So attack and flurry.
Yeah. Okay. Well, only one of them connects.
God damn it. So the flurry was worthless, but I do move away 10 feet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like
He
multiple
almost
times.
stacked moving around like that.
I mean, the 3 strikes where you actually technically don't hit, you actually do strike him, but it just does nothing. It's like hitting a solid wall.
Minimum damage, goody. 6 damage.
Well,
Why does the dice bot not like me?
what do you mean by the dice bot never likes me? Because I never get to do any of the cool shit that I'm trying to do. He runs at you and literally spears you. Yet again, another acrobatics check. 7? No. So he
hit.
literally. Pardon?
So do I even need the acrobatics check?
Well, he was rolling an acrobatics check to hit you, but well, it is 7, so you don't. If it's not higher than 7, you have to roll for it. So,
My modifier is
sorry,
my
modifiers.
acrobatics mod is 8. My dex
Yeah.
save is 8.
It's yeah, you definitely dodge out the way, and he's now here, but facing the wrong direction.
All right, I'm gonna immediately lay into him again. There, all you need to do to get the dice bot to like you is to whine about it. Let that be a lesson, kids. All your problems can be solved by complaining. So damage for the first hit is
So you're just doing the standard hit then, okay?
eight for the first attack, 17 for the second one.
And 13,
So like
yeah.
for that crit, because he's spun around, do I like land a solid one, like literally right on his butthole or something stupid like that, or is it just a good hit?
Now, as he runs past you, you sort of like unleash on him after deftly sidestepping, and one of them catches him on the side of the head and he crit. You know, basically you donkey punch him, and you hit him as hard as you can. And he actually grunts at this one because he clearly felt it, and he just instantly spins around and just unleashes on you.
And
Mhm.
again, spending the key to dodge is a bonus action.
Okay. So this is still going to be a lot of hits if he does this. So 17 is your armor. What 17 means?
19
What?
is my AC.
Okay.
He has disadvantage.
Yeah. This is +8, so it's 19 for the first one.
No. 13 for the first one. Disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay. Well, still, that's a nat 20.
17 no becomes a 17 because that 9 takes it away.
Mm-hmm. No, he unleashes with like a barrage of punches that you just deftly block with, like swinging your arm to left and right and so forth. You know, just blocking each one. And he looks at you and he just turns around and says, "Oh, that is very impressive. But what else have you learned?"
Oh, I'm full of charms.
And then he sort of like flexes his hands and it's like, come at me, bro. But he's like, "Come on, show me."
All right. Shit. So the first attack,
Well, the first attack fails for sure. So
the 18 hits, right?
yes, the 18 does hit.
All right. He wants a different ability. Then all right. All right. He needs to make a fort save. Con save. Sorry. Con save.
So that's just a d20 plus a 6.
Oh wow! Really? All
Well,
right.
hang on, imagine
Well,
yeah, it's only a +2 for him. So
all right. So 11 damage, and he is stunned. Stunning fist.
he's now standing there like a statue. Well, he takes one step forward, but he's
Stunned creatures incapacitated, can't move, can only speak falteringly. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just adding flavor text. He takes a step forward, as he's trying to right himself, or steady himself, and then his whole body locks up, and he's just stuck there.
I had to spend another key to do that. Now that I have advantage, I'm just gonna unload.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna roll a handful of d20s here, and then I'll tell you what the results of the attacks are.
But all +8. So
All right. The first attack is a 22. Second one is 24. First attack is 22. Yes. Second attack is 26. Third attack is 16. Miss. Fourth attack is 25. So that's 3
So
hits.
anything above 17 hits it. So yeah, 3 hits there.
Flally just basically.
He's starting to look a little bloodied now.
Oh, good, because I only have 1 key point left. So this is where he turns it around.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't dodge because I spent the action hitting him.
How's that?
Mhm.
I was about to say, like, you can dodge around, right? That's like your skill, yeah. But with
No, I
Mal-
spent my bonus action to do flurry
Oh, okay.
because I had advantage against him, so I wanted to crit fish while I could with as many attacks as I could.
Yeah, so he finally gets back control, and he wipes the blood off of the corner of his mouth, and he says, "Well, this is a first. I haven't seen my blood in a very long time. Quite impressive indeed." And he then winds back and launches another barrage of attacks at you. So that plus 8, 19 plus 8, 15 plus 8, and a nat
Jesus.
20.
Reroll that nat 20. I have 1 luck point left, and I'm using it now.
Okay. 18.
God damn it. Well, it still hits. At least it's not a crit. So yeah, that's 3 hits.
Mm-hmm. So that's,
So I don't know if this works
I'm
within.
going to roll these in sequence. Hang on. How many of them hit you?
3.
Ah, okay. That's that plus 6. Oh, hang on. 5 and 4 plus 6. And I hit you with this thing. So it's so 11. Oh, sorry, I can't get up my calculator so on this because it'll mess
Oh,
up.
the first hit was so they're all plus 6, right?
Yeah, the
So the
5 and
first
the
hit
4.
was
Yeah.
okay. The first hit was 17 damage. The next one was 15, then 13. So 45 damage altogether. Ow.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he clocks you upside the head, and as you lean forward, he brings up the knee and just sort of like hits you square in the gut. It's a barrage of hits. So, and he's like, well, you took that one pretty well.
I don't know if it works within the confines of the rules of this game, but I was gonna, at least in the story, have Big yell out, "Use the arena against him," because he's obviously just plowing into you with hard hits. If you were able to still dodge, you could
All right.
possibly get him to hit the walls. And
All
hurt
right.
himself. I don't know how that
So
works.
yeah, Clawley. So Clawley's hurt, but like she remains standing. She's bloodied too. So like
But
she
that one
dropped like
barrage
she,
just did that to you?
so yeah, like
Sorry,
yeah,
man.
like I was down 10 HP. Now I'm down 45.
Well, yeah, I mean, just so that as I said, so you're aware, one attack for this guy is 2.
I know.
So each
That's
time he punches you, it's like bam, bam. That's the reason why he got 6 rolls instead of
oh.
like 3.
All right. So yeah, that's why it's 2d6 plus 6 instead of that. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So from her spot, sort of kneeling over, Clawley looks up and throws pocket sand in his face.
No.
Like, do you want me to get like an acrobatics just to get up to his height, just because he's so damn big?
One sec. Sorry about that. I was coughing up a lung. Yeah. Why not?
I think that covers it.
Yeah, you get up there. Now give us a sleight of hand to throw this in his face. Because obviously you're doing this, as anyone else that was cheating in the middle of a fight would do.
It's only cheating if there's written rules against it.
Right, sleight of hand. Okay, then. I'm not trained in it, but at least I have a capped modifier.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see no rules said no sand, no pocket sand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You get this sand square in his face, and he's rubbing his eyes. So
Oh,
basically,
it makes it
for
worse.
this next round, he can't see you.
It's
All
just
right,
rubbing
now
it
with
in
my bonus
your own
action, I'm
fucking
going to
eyes.
use martial arts, which doesn't require ki, but it's only one attack, which is why I normally flurry instead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that hits him.
Miss. Oh, do I have
Right.
advantage because he can't see me?
Yeah. Before I said that.
All right. Well, I knew he had disadvantage. I just didn't know if I had it.
So you hit him twice, basically.
No, I hit him once.
Oh, okay.
I that 20. So the third 21 was to jump up to him. 23 was to throw pocket sand, and 16 and 27 were both rolls with advantage. So I took the higher one, which was 27. 8 more damage to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he takes that, and finally gets the.
So like once I'm up in, so like when I'm up in the air, I hit him in the face with the sand, and then just kick him in the chest.
Yeah, which he takes full on, and whilst he's wiping the crap out of his eyes, which he spends the next turn doing, which means it's now your turn again.
So he can see again.
Yeah, he can see now because he just wiped the crap out of his eyes.
I don't think that's how that
Alright.
should work, really. Have you ever had sand in your eyes?
Yeah, I know, but don't.
I think you should be
All right,
fighting
now
it
I'm
for a
going
while.
to martial arts to do the one attack.
Mhm.
I almost rolled a d8 plus 20 instead of a d20 plus 8. That'll hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
10 damage. And I spend my action taking dodge at the dodge action. So again, I drop back into sort of the serpent stance where I've used my arms to like entangle or deflect incoming attacks.
Okay. Well, he's now going to, he's actually quite pissed at you, cheating him through sand in his face. So he's going to try to attack you again.
I didn't see no rule written down.
So basically, I roll these 4 attacks, but at disadvantage. So basically, fucking 8 rolls. Jesus. It's a shame I can't put a +8 on this. Actually, how the fuck do I do that?
Plus 8 will only add 8 to the total, not to the total of all 8 d20s.
Well, how do I roll 8 dice at once?
Just hit roll, and instead of d20, just type 8 d20.
Well, oh yeah, advanced dice roller. Roll 8 plus. Oh no, I won't add the
Don't
plus.
try to work out the plus 8 because it won't add properly. Like it'll.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, that first attack is 9 plus 8 is 17. Second attack is 2. Next attack is 16. Wow, he has the choice of either 16 or 16 with the third attack, so that's a hit for sure. But that last attack, that would be a nat 20 misses because it defaults to the 2. So one hit.
Lucky bastard. Yeah, what am I thinking? It's still 2d6. So.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
Clawley is still below half health.
What is it? 2. Yeah, it was 2d6 plus.
2d6 plus 6.
So 10 points of damage total. To you, basically the only thing that actually connects is the massive mighty boot to your face.
Right.
So, and this is whilst he's just constantly swinging. His arms look like a freaking blow most of the time, but you wasn't expecting the kick. That's the reason why it caught you.
Yeah. Well, fate decided though that third roll had to be a 16.
Yeah, it's like no, you're getting away from this hit.
Yeah. All right, so my turn. Same thing. Bonus action to
He's also going to
punch.
spend a key point for evasion, i.e., dodge.
All right. Well, if he's gonna dodge, then so yeah, he's going to take his bonus action to dodge.
Which I don't understand. Dodge. How do I determine that?
It just means like as a key point, he can pop it as a bonus action, but because he did the 2 extra attacks, he's flurrying, so he couldn't dodge as a bonus action.
No, he rolled.
Like he has 2 attacks normally, right?
Well, no. If he has 2 attacks, but those 2
Right.
attacks mean is 4. For 1 attack it's 2. So
Oh, so you just doubled his number of attacks. So
no,
he's not using Flurry of Blows to hit 4 times?
no.
Okay.
Hang on, 4 times?
I mean, you made 4 different attack rolls
Oh, okay, then he can't
last
spend
turn
his
with
key
this
point.
with the
Yeah,
disadvantage
that's my bad. Yeah, he can't spend that key point for dodge because that one would have had to have
because
gone
he
on
spent
to
it flurrying.
Yeah. So
All
he's
right, then,
using.
yeah.
So,
Once again, this turn's going to go same as last turn. 1 hit, bonus action with martial arts to punch him once, and then take my action to dodge.
yeah, okay. So just 1 hit. Okay, go on.
Miss.
Yeah, that definitely misses. Well, yeah, sorry, I forgot. So yet again, it's his turn. Now he's starting to get pretty freaking mad. He actually roars in your face, and yet again unleashes another barrage right at you. So,
Again with disadvantage. This guy is not sufficiently zen.
he completely whiffs it on the first attack.
A key
19
point this
for the
time.
second
So
one.
the next attack is a 19. That tie goes to that'll hit me. Tie goes to attacker, and the third attack is a 12. That'll miss.
So, go on, take this. Go on, give me a good roll. That plus 6, so 14 points of damage.
My max health is 88. I am currently at 9.
I can smell blood. Sorry. So you can see that you're like panting and heavily breathing. It's really bloodied. But he ain't stopping.
All right. I'm gonna make another sand in the eyes attempt.
That's
Do you want
against what?
acrobatics again, or is like he leaning down enough?
After that barrage, he's like literally in your face.
All right then. So just the sleight of hand.
Yeah, just to make it easier. What the? Who do we live?
Shit. I don't have any more luck points. I can't re-roll that.
Yeah. That completely misses. If it was magic, I'd say you blinded yourself. But seeing as it's just sand, nah.
All right. Now I'm gonna burn my last key point to dodge action.
Hang on. Sorry, I just need to quickly look something up. Hmm. Oh, screw that. I can't. I ain't gonna bother with that. So he's now going to like literally just try to grab you, which is a acrobatics check if I ain't mistaken. D20 plus 8.
Yeah, his athletics versus my acrobatics.
So it's the overall score that I rolled here. So crap, I forgot what it was. So that plus 8. So
Damn it! You beat me by 1. No, you beat me by 2. Hello.
good. Now that he's grabbed you, he's going to lift you up and slam you into the ground.
It is his action to grab me, by the way.
Is it? Well, he's going to use a key point to get another action.
He can like spend a key to like flurry me while he's grabbing.
Well, yeah, because he is huge, so he's going to do that.
I do still have dodge though.
So it's 6 still. Well, no, he's only got one hand, so Yeah, that's great. Miss, and
He
miss.
can only attack he can only attack twice with a flurry.
Yeah, well, miss and miss.
Yeah. Well, the third
Even
attack
then,
would miss anyway, but
yeah, but you are partially restrained. He's got one arm trapped in his bear-like grip. As he was trying to smack you in the face, he's just flailing that other arm trying to
right.
get it off him.
Escape.
And what's
Damn
that
it.
against?
Against his athletics, he needs to roll athletics, and hopefully he rolls bad.
Hang on,
Okay,
+5.
beat me by 1.
No, that's +5. So
All right. Well, bonus action. I have disadvantage to hit him because he's grabbing me, but I can still do my bonus action martial art, I think.
mhm.
Because I'm at a key point, it's all I can do for bonus action.
Okay.
Damn it.
Yeah, you punch him in the head and it just has no effect. So, yeah, now that it's his turn, he's going to slam you into the ground. So this +6, just to make it easy. God damn it. Nope, he misses. He actually drops you. So
Like he
you're not,
lines me up for like a pile driver.
yeah, but you slip out of his hands, but you land on your back, so you are prone.
Can I kick him from down here?
You could try. But melee has disadvantage when you're prone.
That's true. Okay, so as a drunken monk, I can stand up for only 5 feet of movement and doesn't provoke attacks of op, so I'm going to kip up.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're now on your feet. What's the 19 + 8 for?
Oh, that was my acrobatics.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that was my attack roll that I made just now. No, I'm not going
No,
to try to
no,
roll
it's
that.
been there for a while, so I know that's bullshit.
Now, okay, same strategy as before. Bonus action to attack, attack action to dodge. So
No,
close.
that misses.
All right. Well, yeah, I need a 17. All right. Well, I dodge then.
So
I
it'll be
haven't
like,
landed a hit in a little while.
so basically he's just going to unleash on you yet again. And he's just super pissed now. So it's
Like he knows few attacks are hitting, but he only needs one to land, and he just got it. That third attack hit.
Oh yeah, this feels so good.
If you don't roll minimum damage, unless you roll snake eyes, I'm out.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot what I needed to roll. It's 2d. 2d6 +6.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Basically he
Like, does it do a
pummels
boxing
you.
thing where like he winds up and like tosses me and I fly like 5 feet, like 20 feet through the air in slow mo and just hit the ground hard?
Yeah, kind of like the Street Fighter, so like death
As
animation.
all the lights and the roaring and the crowd roars and all the flashing cameras go off in the background.
Yeah, you land several feet away.
I'm unconscious.
hmm Yeah, it's at that particular point that a couple of guys come in, and you can tell that the barrier drops. The crowd is absolutely fucking roaring. It's like, and you hear one of them go, "I knew that she couldn't beat him. Nobody beats him."
I don't hear anything.
No, I'm talking about the other guys. And a couple of guys, they come in, they help you out. They heal him and they heal you back up to full. Because nobody dies here. Once you go unconscious, it's over. But he then strides towards you and just holds out his hand.
All right. So Tlali, still on the ground, I imagine, sort of accepts it to pull herself up.
He then roughly shakes your hand and says, "Well, now that was a good fight. Now, what is
Not-
it that you actually came here for? What can I do for you?
The plague from the Forbidden Lands. I came here to try and help your town.
Ah,
And to see what you're teaching. Ow.
well,
Turned to they're
here
teaching
I
calculus.
teach mostly grappling and extended striking abilities. As you saw, I hit quite often. Not, he swings quite often, basically. This school is mine. Well, I'm basically in charge. Right. As for this plague, right, it is the undead that we've been having trouble with. I sent a few of my students down there. They haven't come back. And a couple of my best, to be frank with you. As a boon, though, I shall help you out with. Well, he basically offers you a single point in any stat that you wish to invest it in. Basically, gives you a chance, helps strengthen you up.
All right, so like he's gonna spend the next while sort of training me as he does his students.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop it into charisma to cap my modifier.
I mean, like after a couple of hours, so like the Arlene, she sort of like pops in. She's up there with Big and Miss Wendell. And I mean, like, I bet Big is like looking dejected because he couldn't get the bet.
I'm not a better.
He missed out
I
on the
was
opportunity.
more upset
So
about
it
how
probably
the
did
big
take
man
his
being
advice
on a
of
little
use the
person.
terrain against him.
He's rejected. He's more rejected because he couldn't fight, I think.
No, he's more like it wasn't as exciting as it would have been against another guy the same size as him.
Yeah, the master hears you brag that you could beat him, and he turns to you and says, "What, do you want to go?"
I'd be
But no, I'm only
thrilled
joking.
to have a battle
I did my
with
goddamnedest,
somebody who's
Big.
not tiny.
To be fair, though, right, you actually had him down to 34 hit points, and you had him there quite early.
Yeah, just after my key points ran out and I had to rely on only one attack per round, was then my thing started drying up because I was trying to kill him quick.
Mhm.
Drop him quick. I wasn't trying to kill him. Like if I was trying to kill him, I would have applied the poison before I walked in.
Awesome, then. Yeah. So he spends the time, as I said, sort of like just training you up. He's showing you sort
And
of like
given that this is a
how to
charisma bonus, I assume he's doing like mental discipline and stuff.
yeah. He's also showing you some physical stuff as well. So like he watches how you perform kicks, and he's like, no, you're doing that all wrong. Extend the leg a bit more.
Lift with your back, not your legs.
Right, and because I assume this guy's not a drunken monk, so I'm probably demonstrating to him some stuff he hasn't seen from Naisa.
Mhm.
Though unfortunately, pretty much all my drunken monk abilities occur when I spend ki, so I can't do any more of them.
Yeah. And after the training is finished, he turns around and says, "Okay, look, nobody gets into the crypts without our say so, i.e., us and the church. We both have an equal say. But screw the church. Here's the key." And he hands you the key to the heavy set doors that lead down into
They're not
the
heavy
crypt.
set,
And he
they're
says,
big
"Don't
boned.
worry. I'm gonna send along one of my students to show you the location. If you plan to go down there."
We'll have to
You
catch
know.
up with one of our healers. She's been tending to the people of the town
Well, that's pretty good of her.
for allies. But you said I was told that this plague happens repeatedly. The man at your student at the gate who greeted us told me that.
Yeah. We clear out one nest from one crypt, and then another one sprouts up in another. It's we get like a couple of years peace, and then boom, another infestation.
And even if you lock the doors, they're still down there?
Yeah, they don't come out. We don't let them into the town.
Then how does the plague keep getting out?
To be fair with you, I don't know about diseases. And perhaps there's one place that we're just not looking at.
I was told that youth went down there and came back, and then this started. The church said.
How on earth did he get his butt down there, I wonder?
Well, you said you and the church both control access, and you were willing to allow us to go down there to help fix the problem, what you thought was right. Who's to say
Treasure
what the church has been
hunters.
doing?
Are there treasures down
I-
there that people might want to get their hands on?
Hang on before I get to you. He says, I don't know what's going on here, but I'll tell you what, I'll set a couple of my higher up guys to actually go and investigate this.
To speak with the church?
Yeah.
If you want to help getting in as an outsider, our friend Irene, the healer I spoke of, who has been spending her time helping these people, she is a worshiper of the same church. So if she thinks that it's worth hearing what people were doing down there, she could most certainly help with that.
Yeah, any help would be great.
Just if you'd like a diplomatic voice.
Well, we could do that, or we could just go in there and punch the head priest in the face until he talks.
That
can
is
handle
not
that.
sufficiently zen.
But you can tell that this guy and religious types just don't get along.
When he started roaring, I figured, okay, he is not, as the calm Zen master. He's the, he is Idris Elba. Like, he can be very stoic, but he can also be, very in your face and emotional.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so basically he sort of like gives you the key, calls over a couple of the guys and whispers to them, and they take off. And what are you guys doing from here?
Let's go get Irene. Thank you for the she winces as she stretches out one of her bruised spots. Thank you for the lesson, Master Elba.
Mm-hmm.
Clawley would have given her name and asked his, but I assume he is first name Idris, last name Elba.
Yeah, I'll just allow that. Yeah, so hang on, I'll just move you guys along. Hang on, you'll be on the wrong map for a second.
No, I don't know where I am.
Oh crap, now I lost the freaking map, jeez.
Meanwhile, out in the forest, nothing particular was happening. But back in town...
Yeah, back in town. Anyway, you guys get back into town. I presume you want to rest for the night after that.
I mean, if you guys want to go and investigate the crypt now, you can, but Clawley is out of luck and out of key. Got all my health back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's not a complete
we need you to be at your full strength, so I think we should wait.
All right. Oh, thanks for the reminder about using the terrain, Big.
No problem.
Like, Clawley is kind of like staggering, like walking with a limp, just stretching out.
And a big sort of like, how should I put it? Half of your face is swelled up as well, so it comes out as partially a slur. Yeah, because you did just take a massive boot to the face.
You learn when wrestling animals that are much bigger than you, you gotta take advantage of what's around. I might be big, but I'm not as big as a bear.
No, you finished healing up as much as you could, and you grabbed some more poultice from like a shop and that lot, and you met up with the rest of the party in the arena.
Well, he can just get them from wild herbs, or like if the church is helping him heal people, then the church might even just have a stock on hand to just let her pick from.
Yeah, basically, your supplies are refilled, basically.
Well, she would go until they're all cured. It just takes a half hour, followed by 5 actions, followed by half an hour, followed by 5 actions. over and
Oh,
over
so it's
again.
not an hour for 10. It's half an hour plus 5 minutes plus a minute for 5.
No,
Well,
it's 5 rounds.
5 rounds, yeah, and then
I basically just, that's the reason why I said 10 per hour, but she can continue this all day. It's just a time issue.
and knowing Irene, she almost certainly will.
Yeah, she's not going to stop until all of them are cured.
So yeah, this is definitely a project. Going down there is definitely a project for tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, well, you cured as many as you could. There were a couple that you couldn't help. The only way that you actually did manage to help them was by putting them down. So I'll say you killed 4 zombies in that time as well.
You're fat and bad at math.
Yeah, they would already have been dead and turned into zombies in order to be beyond Irene's help.
Yeah.
Hi.
Like Irene, would Irene be willing to kill zombies, or would that rely on like her holding them still while the priest acolytes just cast Lance of Faith over and over again?
Well, it's up to her, up to Irina if she wants to have done that. So
once they turn, she's seen enough battle to know type of deal. Like, it's not what she wants to do, but if they like turned, like if they were dead and then rose up right in front of her, no, she would slam them back down and get them right there. So she's a medic, like like a field medic in the battle.
Like she is
So
a warrior healer.
Yeah. So if you don't want to cooperate when she's trying to heal you, she'll just chuck an elbow to your head so she can heal you.
nice
General anesthetic.
Yeah, Clawley and the group come looking for you eventually, like late into the evening or however long it takes you to get all completed.
Yeah, you when you meet her though, you are sort of like partially blood splattered, because why not? I think it's pretty cool. When
Because of the zombie kills. Oh, I mean, yeah. Well, the town would be cured now. It's just a matter of getting down there to stop this stuff from happening again at this point. So Irene, though, like, she'll come up to Talalia and is like looking at her face. I take it it's still bruised and stuff like that.
Yep.
Okay. Well, Irene would just give her a hug and also offer her a poultice.
Have you been on your feet all? Have you been on your feet all day?
No, I sat some, but I love the fact that you care. It makes me feel warm.
Well, the master. Well, as you can tell, I met the master of the monastery, of the academy. Not quite.
Was it a brave fight?
I thought so. I had him on the ropes for a while.
Then I'm glad you fought bravely, and am happy for you and proud. And she'll give Talalia a hug again.
Well, thank you. I'm glad he thought so too, because I was able to, because he was willing to talk to us more about these problems that have been coming to pass. He did not know that anyone had been down there to attract the disease. Is that something you'd heard of? Because he and the church are the only ones with he and the priest of the church are the only ones with keys. Also, let's go find an inn to go let's go rest for the night.
Yeah, the inn's just over there where I'm pinging, because it's got the 4 green beds, so it makes easy sense.
Yeah. So on the way, Clawley will sort of explain how. So there's this crypt that they and the church the church and the academy have access to, and over the years, every now and again, someone would go down there and try to sort of clear it out, but and they might make progress, but in a few years it wouldn't make a difference, and people would get sick after every trip came back.
Mhm.
No.
I don't know. What kind of check would it have been if, I mean, would you have spoken to the priest about this while she was doing the work?
If it would have came up, but it wouldn't have honestly been like, if only it would come up necessarily via medical reasons, but I would assume her poultice skills more or less are her like identifying symptoms, putting it together what it is, and then getting the herbs. Like she's able to do that all by herself. She doesn't necessarily need their input.
Mhm.
So unless they were forthcoming about it, you know, she would understand that they're going through a traumatic experience with all of these people as well, because she knows her time of on the battlefield, you know, mending people and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
she would, you know, only if they brought it up, and she would try to give them like mental therapy at the same time while she's tending to the physically sick type of deal, but only if they brought it up, basically.
Mhm. Okay. All right. Who was the first one to walk through the door to the actual inn or stroke tavern?
I moved myself over first.
Okay. Do you want to give us an acrobatics check to avoid the stall that just comes flying straight towards you?
Flying furniture is dangerous in this world. You should watch it.
Yeah. It misses you, but then who's right behind you?
I think
It's a range
Irene.
attack, right?
Well, no. This wasn't. It wasn't deliberately thrown at you, but it's coming. You know, it just basically came right at you.
The amount of damage it deals on a hit by 17. Does that totally stop? Is that more damage than it would deal?
Yeah.
Then I catch.
So what?
I have deflect arrows.
So, yeah, you catch this stall that's just basically come flying straight at
Basically,
you.
she dodges and catches it on the back, like as it moves past, like with her backhand.
Yeah, and you know you hear this massive "Rah!" you know from inside. Mm.
Irene will actually clap her hands, you know, excited by the quick reactions of Talalia.
It's still like an inch in front of Miss Windle's nose.
Yeah, it's just sort of like as you look around though, you notice that this place is like packed full of sailors at the moment, and they're being raunchous, loud. You know, a couple of fights have broken out. That's where the stall came from, because it missed somebody else and came launching at you.
Big, have a stool.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you, Big, you know, looking around the room, you recognize quite a few of the faces.
Yeah, I'm not even like upset like or bothered by the fact that there's stools flying about. I'm just like, yep, this is comfy. It's a welcoming place.
Well, Clawley hands it to you.
Yeah, and it's at that point that you hear Greldick, the captain of the ship, go, Big, come in, join us. And
Ah, yes. How's it
he
going?
turns to the serving lady and it's like, bring us loads of ale now. And she runs off grabbing it. You know.
I don't
So-
feel that this building's big enough to contain the amount of ale that we're going to need for a nice
Well,
sit
keep in
around
mind,
this table.
on the map, we're bigger than we actually are.
I'm still looking at this building god comparison to buildings and how much
Yeah,
personally
but
I drink,
Well,
and
maybe
that there's a
there's a
bunch of
wine
me around here right now. There's going to be barrels and barrels in the next hour or so.
yeah. So I mean, like, whilst you're all gearing up and getting to like rest and everything else like that, Biggs getting absolutely shit faced. Constitution saving throw, please.
I'd like a very strong drink. I'd like a very stiff drink, a
Yeah.
bat, and an ice pack, please.
They don't know what an ice pack is, but they do give you loads of jokes.
18.
Oh yeah, you're fine for now. You know,
Bag
well,
full of
as the
ice.
night goes on, but you do get drunk towards the end of the night. But you know, you do go to bed, so it will wear off by morning. You know. But yeah. So whilst he's drinking away, what are you guys going to be doing?
I'm going to go in back to like the room that I have and let the snake out.
Hmm I should point out that
It
the
sounds like,
churches
yeah, I gotta
around
go
you
let the
say-
snake out real quick. I've been drinking a lot.
Letting the snake out is more than just a way to pass time.
Mhm. Yeah,
So-
the snake takes one look at you and says, "Rough day, huh?"
I've had worse. And it says, you feed yourself as best you can, but be careful. There's a lot of big stomping boots out there, and a lot of men who I'm sure would like nothing better than to poke and prod at something dangerous that could kill them.
Ah, okay, I'll stay in this room then.
Thank you.
Not a problem. She slithers off underneath the bedside cabinet or whatever.
I'm just letting her loose. Like she can go out to like hunt mice and stuff, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know, but I'm thinking of her safety.
yeah.
She steps out into the hall, and there's a big Cherokee freaking naval
I mean,
warrior.
the last tavern we stopped in, she had to run around through an entire encounter on Miss Windle's shoe.
If
So
that
she
snake,
probably has a problem with big stompy boots at the moment.
if the snake came
It
into
was
this
my
room,
leg, sir.
then like Big would be like, "Oh yeah, this snake is our friend. Brought here a drink too." I don't know how to speak to it, but the snake lady knows.
What? No, the snake ain't out in the main common
No,
room.
that's what I'm
She's
saying. That's what would happen though. It's like, yeah, this is our friend
Huh.
too. I don't know how to speak to it, but she's our friend.
Mhm.
Buy the
So,
drink.
Yeah, so you're in there, sort of like resting up and just trying to get all your shit together. Big's getting drunk, whilst Miss Windle and
Irene
I
is paying for our board, room and
the
board.
church, the church has already given the money for here, so it's free of charge. Because they're why should you pay for the room and board? Because they're keeping you here for several days.
Oh, well, I assume that's what she was doing because Dane put up a song, the song that Irene is singing.
I would just assume that she
Mhm.
just sings because she sings anyway.
Yeah. I mean, like she's performing away. What would it be to? Well,
There is a
performance
performance
check.
skill.
Yeah, I was going to say roll. Yeah, she needs to roll for performance, and I have no idea what that is.
Charisma based, and I think she's trained in it.
Mm-hmm.
Gee,
Well, I can't roll for her. So.
Yeah, I don't know what Dane. I don't know what Irene's perform bonus is. So can we just assume she rolled a 10 and got like mid-teens?
Well, just roll a d20 and add 10 to it.
Oh,
Yeah, she does really, really well. The sailors are absolutely loving it. The ones that are not too drunk, the ones that are still actually standing. And, they cheer. They also sort of like, well, basically throw money at her. And she ends up with 108 pieces of gold.
all right. 108 gold for Irene.
Awesome. Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to avoid the radiator dinging. So, yeah, that basically I was going to use the feature, but it's already paid for again. So, but yeah, I think her total is +7, but it's not loading. So,
All right. Well, that is 25. So yeah, you made 108 gold.
or when it loads. Actually, she would split it with the party later, but I just don't know if we would get to it. So, 108 comes out to
25 each plus
27.
8 for you.
What?
25 each plus 8 for you, or 27.
Well, that would just be 27 each.
Mhm. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, like you're there. She's singing away. He's drunk. Miss Windle. You joining in with the drinking contest?
Rock,
What?
what is Wendell doing?
To wind down the evening. You know, at the same.
She's listening. She's listening to the music right now.
Well, okay. Well, you sat there, you
As I
listened to
am
it.
in real, as I am in real life.
All right.
Yeah.
So does at some
No.
point does Big go, "Hey, witch, come join our drinking party"?
Nah. He's still not super
Miss
friendly with Witch.
Yeah, Miss
If
Window.
Witch joins, it's fine. He's not gonna throw her out, but
She's just closing her eyes and just like humming with the music, like quietly. That's what she's doing.
Yeah, okey-dokey. So, is that
Big
what you
is-
guys doing at the end then? Yeah.
yeah, I'm just like
Yeah,
telling
once
stories
Alice
about
had a
battles
chance
with
to,
like big.
wash up.
Sorry, hang on. I only heard one voice there.
Yeah, go ahead.
So once Tlali's had a chance to wash up, she'll come back and listen and applaud the music. She does tell Irene, "I love your singing voice," and just sort of spend the night hanging out with Big, sort of putting away one drink to every 3 or 4 that Big puts away.
Well, that's a lot of drinks still. So, do you
Yeah.
want to roll a Constitution saving throw?
That's a
See how
lot.
drunk you
Sure. I mean, she's glad to she's trying not to get caught up in everyone celebrate woo, but because and for the sole reason that they've got to get up and go into a dungeon tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's that 18. No, you need to roll for it. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Oh, 1d20. I rolled a 0, so 3 successes. What the hell does that mean?
How the hell can you roll a 0?
I messed up d20. I typed 1df20. It doesn't know what to roll, so it just said I got 3.
Okay. So,
Oh, hey, 21.
yeah. I mean, you're not drunk. So you're tipsy, you're merry, you have a good evening. Mm. So, and with that, you guys sort of eventually things settle down. Well, for you guys, anyways. The sailors, they're up all night drinking, and being loud as well. So, you guys sort of rest the whole entire evening, and you're up sort of relatively, I'd say, early? Like the crack of dawn, or would you guys sleep in? Or
As a monk, do I have a standard ritual that I sort of maintain every morning?
yeah, that's entirely up to you.
Well, I do get up at some point to focus my ki. I also if I thought that the party was getting to that point, I would offer offer a joint to the sailors and Big that we're hanging out with.
What, you're gonna try and make a business deal? Right.
Oh no, it's not business.
Erin
pardon?
would actually try to be up before dawn in an effort to actually help out the inn with the kitchen because she's trying to learn how to cook.
Okay.
If they'll allow her, she's just wanting to assist. So
Yeah. They let you, but they still see you as a kid, so they're like, okay, this is how you do this, and so yeah,
she doesn't try to correct them. She just allows people to express themselves however they want to.
Mm-hmm.
He does have chronic helper syndrome.
Yeah. So I mean, for a good couple of hours, you're there. You're sort of helping them sort of get things set up. Also clearing out a couple of the snoring sailors that passed out in the main room.
I'm gonna call Big one of them.
Can we also say, during the day when she was collecting those herbs, she also found some neat flowers and made them do a flower crown for the other females in the group?
Sure, why not?
Okay, well, she would give them over in the morning, I guess, after they set for the night.
Okay. Yeah. After I'm done listening to the music, I order some food and a little glass of wine, and I go to my room to eat, and then I go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So you're
Okay.
probably the next one up in the morning just because you weren't drinking and smoking pot.
Okay. So what? You're actually smoking that as well?
Well, like I offered I rolled up a thing and like lit it up and offered it to.
What
buddy.
kind of penalty would that give you?
A happy.
Because it does alter your senses. So, like, a -1 to perception. There you go.
All right, just throughout this day.
Yeah.
All right.
Over like next 6 hours, yeah, because weed
Okay, so
doesn't
like
work.
until noon today.
Yeah.
All right.
And you're like waving your hand in front of your face, like, wow, man.
Well, I mean, she doesn't do that in the morning. She did that yesterday evening.
Slept it off already, I would say.
Not to mention, like, she's the one who's been smoking this stuff ever since she was like, 10. Like these sailors and Big are probably the ones who are more likely to go, whoa.
What, Big smoked it as well?
Everybody did.
Oh, everybody? So Miss Windle. And you
Wendell
gave
went to bed
drugs.
by then.
So you gave
And
drugs to a 12-year-old.
She knows she's not 12.
If Irene is still around and hanging out with us at this time, like if she hasn't gone to bed yet, I will ask, like, do you want it?
Even like in
Oh.
us all being high and drunk and whatever, I'm telling them
Irene
the
would
stories
probably
about.
actually end up getting a contact high from taking deep breaths in the room constantly from singing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I want to tell the
Hmm.
sailors about like all my cool trophies that I've taken and the disappearing one that
Irene,
for
dear,
some
make sure
reason
you drink plenty of water.
disappeared on
Mhm.
the stupid disintegrator
She'd
beast. Whatever,
probably
I don't
still
know.
be
whatever
the
they are.
same cheerfulness, like maybe a little bit more huggy, but
Yeah, okay. So, well, till noon of this day, all three of you that smoked that, -1 to perception.
So we're assuming we smoked it in the night and slept through it, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it still lasts
so-
for a good long time.
okay.
So.
Like, this is the
I'm just making
nice and
sure, like,
stuff.
where we're, because it's been kind of going back and forth between morning and evening at this point.
I roll it up to last.
Yeah, but basically, this is good shit. You are pretty sort of like high for like quite a while. So I just think like just to put like half a day on it just rounds it off. So
Right. So yeah, when I eventually get up next morning, I will rest, prepare my key, and check on the snake.
the snake's already in a bottle, purring away, asleep.
Does she look like she's been fed?
Yeah. She grabbed something. No idea what, but she did grab something.
All
It's a
right.
pizza. 'Cause it's all
Well,
over the
Charlie's
place.
just gonna let her sleep and sort of leave her to watch over her bag and stuff.
Yeah.
But she's going to She's going to take her nice new cloak, stick those magic gems in the pockets, load up with her throwing daggers, and head out, and head downstairs. Head down to meet up with Wendell and Irene.
When Big sees the the purple cloak, he's like, "What are you, royalty now?"
That's the goal.
And if you put those things on your head, I'm just like, and you're wearing salad on your head. What is wrong with you people?
Irene would actually approach Big too and be like, "Would you like me to make you one as well? I think you would look quite handsome wearing one that accents your strong muscular features."
I think I might eat it though. Like I said, salad. Gotta have salad sometimes.
That's okay. We all need a little snack from time to time. Can I personally make everybody's breakfast? Like,
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Okay. You wanted like an intelligence check for crafting or?
No, because you're being helped out by the actual rest of the time, and they help you make like a really hearty meal for them.
Okay. Well, she would try to put like fruits and different decorations to make it super pretty, and like
Smile.
And
at
all
you.
the sailors just like dip a spoon in the whole thing and eat it all at once. Like, oh, it was
Yeah,
pretty. Well, it
The
tasted
plate
right.
that you put underneath Big's face, though, happens to have a smiley face in it.
Scooped all up in one bite.
Yeah.
That was great.
Didn't even look at the plate, just gone.
She would give a curtsy, like, and go ahead and move on. Probably then go upstairs, start putting on her armor.
Mhm. For the incredibly healthy healthy breakfast that you got, I'm gonna
Bacon
give the
and
party
sausage
10,
and
10,
more
no,
bacon
10
and some
temporary
bacon.
hit points.
Bacon.
All right.
Bacon. Healthy bacon. Bacon, bacon, bacon. You say
And
everybody's
then
getting those
temp
points?
HP.
Yeah,
HP,
temporary
yes.
hit. So you have basically a 10 hit point shield before it starts coming off of your actual HP.
Good old like
Boy, I
high
wish
fructose
we
corn
do
syrup.
this yesterday.
What, before the fight? You what? So you could have won.
Well, if I had 10 more HP, I would have survived that last hit he gave me with, let's see. I would have survived it with 5 health. And then I would have had one more turn. I almost, I would have been at 5 health. He would have been at 33. I almost certainly wouldn't have been able to turn that fight around. But I might be able to get it just a little closer.
That was a good fight, though. You guys now, as I said, you feel sort of like stuffed and absolutely fantastic. What are you guys doing from here?
All right. So, well, Irene, I'm sure that Master Elba would like to talk to you about going to speak to the church to try and find out if anyone's been able to go down there without someone say so. But until such time as we decide to do that, we can do that almost any time. And now she produces the key. We have the means to go down there and investigate this problem. And one of Elba's own monks is going to come with us.
Well, he's only showing you the location. He's not going down there with you.
Oh, taking us to there.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
She smiles and goes, "Whatever you think is the wiser decision, Talalia. I trust you."
That could be a fatal thing, but so yeah, I mean,
Sometimes I feel like this world would be a lot better if everyone thought that way.
Are there still sailors around here?
I
yeah.
imagine a lot
Have
of them, like,
they are they
half
on their
asleep.
day off or something?
What? Yeah. They
I wanna,
finished
like,
unloading the ship yesterday,
And,
so
and
they're
talk to them and
today's
say,
their drink.
so anybody interested in a little side adventure? We're going on some interesting thing, and it could be fun.
Yeah, I mean, you look at most of these guys, and they're all bleary-eyed, hungover. A couple of them have spewed on the floor already. I mean, none of them look in any condition to do anything other than drink.
What?
See, this is why you guys have to work as a team, and I can go out and do my own thing. I can handle another adventure.
Yeah, one of them does stick his hand up and tries to lurch forward, but then he falls flat on his face and starts snoring.
Plolly just goes lightweights.
So like the guy that's planning to lead you, he's already waiting for you downstairs in the common room. He was just politely letting you guys finish eating up and preparing.
On the way out of the main room, wherever all those guys are sleeping and drunk, I'm gonna grab up one of the if there's any leftover drink and drink that and just wipe my face and leave with whatever we're going.
Oh no, Big! That was the spittoon.
Well, roll this. What would it be to find something?
Percentile, maybe.
Yeah,
just,
roll
like,
a percentile
doing
dice
the thing.
first.
I'm just proving that
Just to
they're
see how lucky he was with what he picked up. Like it might have just been clean water.
just
Yeah.
proving how wimpy they are, though. Like, oh, there's still drink around here, and you guys are falling asleep. 33. Hey,
And
double lucky.
it might be like just warm room temperature vodka that's been out all night.
It's a drink.
No, but with that 33, you pick up a tankard and you think, oh, yeah, this looks good, without actually looking, and you take a swig and you swill it around your mouth for a second with this perplexed look on your face. You swallow it down, then you take another swig.
Don't take another one.
And then you look at the rest of the party and you go, is this puke? And you show it to the rest
I'm
of
not
them.
an idiot.
Why would you take a second swig?
Because it's mixed in with alcohol, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Alrighty then.
Sorry, man, I couldn't resist that one. It's like, is this puke? Does someone want to inform him whether it is? I.e., it is, but
All right, let's roll. Oh, by the way, Wendell, Miss Wendell Big, do we want the barrel?
Barrel. Oh, the barrel.
Maybe.
Don't let the witch have it.
I don't want it.
All right, it will stay where it is.
Wait. Now you think, like, if there are things, though, coming out of that hole that are undead, and we just roll the barrel down there and whoop, that could just take care of the problem pretty quick.
Let's see what the situation looks like first.
All right.
In for a meantime, but they might find another way to get up.
Well, they have never come out. Well, Elba told me they have never come out, that people just keep going down there and waking them up.
I don't say that out loud. Miss Wendell wouldn't say that stupid dummies.
yeah, okay. So
Alright.
you guys are just heading straight there, yeah?
Yeah, lead the way, Mr. Monk.
Yeah, okay. But the guy takes you along. It's like 10, 20 minutes, or sort of like outside of town. And he leads you sort of like to the outskirts, basically, and he leads you right up to this big set of sort of like gates, blocking off a doorway, or an archway, I should say. And it's at that particular point that you realize how people are getting down there. There's a massive chunk of it that has just been bent out of shape up at the top. At the top end of the door, so there's enough room for someone to just crawl through.
Film videos
Well, that
for the
makes this
YouTube
gate
channel.
worthless. If it can't keep someone out, it surely can't keep something in.
But as you look at it, though, you notice that it is bent outwards. So,
Something came out.
Well,
Mhm.
it's possible that somebody pulled it outward so they could crawl in too. But yeah, I think story-wise, it's probably more likely that somebody came out.
Yeah, and the guy points at you and he's like, well, good luck down there. And he's then says to you, we also had some Legion guys go down there not that long ago. Can you keep an eye out for them?
Oh, those giant
I'll do
noobs.
that. And
Can I
tell
roll-
Master Elba about this. She points to
Can
the
I
thing.
roll insight just to get some confirmation on if something escaped or somebody bent it?
Yeah, sure.
That's actually a skill 5e has is tell me DM. Can somebody roll me a d20? It's +5.
I hit that. Boop.
All right, this is for.
Uh,
Never mind.
I think.
No. I mean, you can tell that the gate itself is rather old. It's quite, it's covered with quite a bit of rust. And it's been bent outwards. That's all you can tell.
I roll
Yeah.
insight. Tell me, DM.
Yeah. So, inform us exactly what insight does exactly. It's like, is it just I tell you what exactly happened, or?
We're given insight into what happened. The skill is literally called insight. Instead of like us just being players figuring stuff out, it basically just allows our character's intuition to take over.
It's just like a intuition
Like
thing.
yeah,
It's not
can
like
they
you're
piece
looking at.
together.
You're not looking at like deductive reasoning or anything. You're just like, oh yeah, I see what happened.
Okay.
Uh,
Well,
Yeah, kind of like that. There's investigation and intuition for like the cop version of the backgrounds.
well, with the 21, you notice that there's marks on the edge of the gate, as well as what's left is of a small, well, a thick piece of rope, so you can tell that this was pulled open.
Okay.
From the outside?
Yeah, someone was trying to get inside.
Now we know how that teenager got in.
Mhm.
As they're standing around, Irene will gently pat Miss Wendell, Big, and Talalia like on the back and just say, "Let's try to be safe, okay? I know as long as we stick together, everything will be okay." And while she's doing that,
Why
you
would you
all
say
will
that
gain
out loud?
resistance to all damage.
It's like you say that out loud the moment we step through the door.
So
We
hang on, you
separated.
casting a spell there?
It's one of my abilities.
Oh, okay.
So, and it's actually a little bit different than the actual spell that it says it does. It has a different thing. I don't have to concentrate. So,
Yeah, okay.
Well, it's
And
a
this
good thing
was-
it's not a spell because I just rolled for you and I failed.
All right, I'm going to
Yeah,
count it as a spell because you rolled for you. So, no, I'm only joking. That would be cruel
Yeah.
of me, I know.
no, it's called Bond of the Bulwark. It acts like warding bond, the spell. So, but
Mm.
they have resistance to all damage, and I take the same amount of damage that they take.
Oh, the
Okay.
thing. Yeah, okay, that thing.
Please don't.
Is it this one?
That sounds pretty dope.
So, yeah. Oh, crap. Okay, hang on. I'm going to have to resize this as well. So, I really should just remember how to set that up by default.
Think of it more like a divine evocation. Like, is it kind of the way it's flavored and everything is like a warlock's evocation, except mine comes from goodness and protection based stuff instead.
Okay. Right. Hang on. Don't worry, I'll get this sorted out in a second.
Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Sorry, it's just forgot to resize the map, so take him there. Don't worry, I'll get on with this relatively quickly. It's just I'm gonna move shit around. 1 sec. Kitty.
Right, there we go. Sorry about that. Forget. Right, so
Alright.
you guys are going down, I take it, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm.
Should we end it here or?
Oh, we've only just started.
I don't know, it's 10 p.m. here,
It's 11.
but
It's 11.
depending on, I guess, how much we're planning to
Mhm.
get into here.
Okay. Yeah, hang on, I forgot to add Irene to the map. Doink. Doink.
It's a good time to end. I'm like cliffhanger.
I can't move her.
Yeah, I know, sorry, I just gotta.
Cliffhanger. They went into the
God damn it.
zombies den. Dun, dun, dun. Next time, will they survive it or not?
We went into the zombies' den and we had a nice cup of tea, and they explained, yeah, we're not really that bad, and we're like, oh, okay. And then we went home and we had a nice nap.
Sorry, I have no idea why it won't let me select that freaking unit. Hey, come on. No, it won't let me select that. What the fuck, man? Oh, there we go. Well, there is one little thing beforehand, so.
So Clawley is going to do a cartwheel.
Yeah, there we go. Right.
Well, it looks like she's feeling better after the fight
I'll just-
yesterday then.
There we go. Right. And you guys can just see like one little section of the map here.
Yes.
Yeah, good. Yeah, so I mean, like you guys sort of like step into the underground area. You know, it feels cold. It's damp. It's incredibly dark. It's up to you guys. So like, how you proceed. As this thing goes, here's the top of the stairs, and you start going down as you go. So
I suppose we need to light a torch. So if I've got the stuff to do that, I
GM
do
Irene
that.
does have a passive perception of 15. Probably something you might want to know is our passive perceptions.
Becomes 14 at the moment.
mhm.
I wasn't one of the high people.
Not
You were in the room.
directly.
You got to contact us. Said.
Okay,
I didn't
you said
smoke
that.
anything, I swear it.
It was a friend, really.
Yeah. So I mean, you guys sort of like. I'll say you get down to the bottom of the stairs. So I'll just yoink you all into position in a second. You blink.
Now it's real dark.
Hang
It's gone
It's
from
dark
dark to
in here.
opaque.
on.
Oh yeah, I can't see in the dark, by the way. Neither can Big.
Yeah, but you lit a torch. So
Yeah.
boom.
Well,
Yeah.
we finished off those ones. That's good.
Yeah, you come down, you see like 3 legionnaires. Two of them like completely brown bread, and the other one is just barely holding on to life.
Wow, those Legionnaires really didn't make it very far.
Irene will rush over and apply a poultice to the man.
Oh, I was gonna apply a foot to the man. These guys are assholes.
All right. Well, Irene, Clawley knows Irene's going to do that, so she's going to keep her eye on that guy just in case he starts, slavering and hungering for flesh.
Mm-hmm. As you get close, he whispers to you, be careful. There's more than you think down here. And then he just passes out. You can see he's bleeding quite. He has been bleeding quite a bit. You can also see chunks of flesh missing from his arm, teeth marks all over him.
So he just passed out, right? Like he doesn't immediately lose all 3 saves and drop dead immediately.
No, he's just out cold.
right.
Those priests up there said that
somebody
these
roll
guys come back to
4d6s
life.
for me?
Can we just start chopping heads to make sure they don't come back to life on us?
That's a
You
good
can do
idea.
that.
Start with the dead ones.
Alright, I'm going to. Tomahawk, chop!
Irene
this
will
take after
allow,
you, what the
please let me look over them first before you determine them dead.
Well, it's a little late for this guy.
I
Well,
promise
that-
you that one's dead.
No. He has to roll for an attack with
Okay.
an advantage.
Fair
with
enough.
advantage because he is prone.
26. Or
yeah,
Advantage, you might crit.
should I go for another one? Yeah, he's
Yeah,
fucked.
roll with advantage, you might crit.
So his head explodes all over the place. Nah, I got 26.
yeah. You sink the axe
Yeah.
straight into his neck.
Wait, did you say
His
that we
head
should check to
comes
see if
off.
they're alive? This guy's dead. I checked him first. He didn't say anything.
All right, so 17 health for the down guy.
Yeah, he's still unconscious, because of all the blood loss, but at least he's no longer in danger. He's healthy, but he's just sleeping, basically.
I mean, we're this close to the door. We should probably at least drop him outside. Just so nothing comes up behind us and just eats him.
Tie him up.
Because that would be
He's
a waste.
also cured of any diseases he might be carrying from down here. Before we put him outside, I want to let that be known.
Is he ready for a hackage?
Now, this guy you come up to, and he doesn't even actually have a head. You look around and you notice it several feet away.
Is
Ollie
it
says, "Wow, big, you work fast. I didn't even see you get that one."
is the head
Yeah,
moving around or anything?
it's no, the head's dead.
Okay.
Zed is dead, honey.
Can we just do a passive medicine check for these guys here as she just kind of goes from one to the next one, like letting Big know which one he can descend upon with his bloodlust?
But yeah,
This
they're
isn't
both dead.
bloodlust. This is like
Absolutely
forward
both dead.
thinking.
And these aren't old bodies; these are fresh. As in, they look like they've only been down in at most like a couple of days.
Big, do you want to help get this guy up? Do you want to help get this guy outside? I mean, it'd be a shame for more zombies to just come and eat him while we're off doing something else.
All right, I'll just pick him up and carry him out. But when I carry him out, I'm going to tie him to something so he can't just go off and eat people.
I will set him outside the door. I will open the door for him to set him outside.
But I'm not just setting him. Like I said, he's tied. He ain't getting anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't trust him. Those guys said they get up and move after they're dead. I don't trust this guy to stay alive.
Yeah. So I'll just remove him from the map. I mean, you removing them
Kareen
all?
will let him be tied, but she will say, I've cured many. They don't get up. They don't die.
Well,
Tying him might not allow him to defend himself, though, and he could get infected again.
he's a trained defender of himself. I think
The
he'll
door
be fine.
is locked behind us, Serene.
Yeah. Well, she also does throw out, how well can you defend yourself when you're tied?
I didn't go through the legionary army. They talk way big about themselves. I think if you would ask a legionnaire, he would say, "Yeah, I can defend myself with all my hands tied behind my back, confidently."
So
Well,
you're
I
admitting
mean-
that they're stronger than you? How humble.
Well, I mean, the gate is shut behind us, so anything trying to get out the door would have to squeeze through, and it would almost certainly be noticed by the monks and the rest of the people out there.
Well, it's just the monk and the guard now.
So the monk and the guard are out there, and like he just walks out, hands him a guy, ties him up, and says, "Hey, don't step too near this," and walks back in.
Well, no, that
Yeah,
guard
Irene will
is
then,
the one that you
once
just
he
sent
heads
out.
back inside, Irene will just untie him. Be like, just let him sleep.
Yeah. Okay. So should we call it there, or do you guys want to carry on?
I'm good for the decision of the group. Dane, how much longer are you driving? But it sounds like Rock is tired, though.
I've got 4 hours left on my clock. But, yeah, I'm good either way.
I'm
I could probably go longer if I just need maybe a break, and then maybe I can go a little bit longer.
Okay, so what, 10-minute break then?
Alright.
Then we'll go for like another half hour or an hour, roughly.
Well, if we're gonna break, I'm fine with just calling it done then.
yeah, it's getting close to late.
Yeah, I gotta put the dog.
Mm.
I'm gonna grab Gatorade, put the dog out.
Like rather
It's
than
up to you.
ending up stopping in the middle of a battle or something, it's better
Yeah.
to set
Yeah,
ourselves
I
up.
think
We're in a
this is a
safe-ish
nice spot
preparatory.
because, like, we're not gonna go
preparation.
much further in half an hour anyway.
Oh, that much I can guarantee you. I mean, nothing.
No,
never
like
mind.
even if you get into a battle with one character, it will take a good 30 minutes probably,
Mhm.
because battle is just slow.
Nah, to be fair, there, I mean, yeah, you wouldn't get far.
Yeah, if it was
That's
just
not
all
me.
story
That's not
stuff,
me
we could get a
bragging or
lot
any of
taken
that
care of.
kind
And
of
even
shit.
at
I'm
that,
just saying.
like when we're rushing through a story, we still take quite a long time to do it.
Right.
So we just like
Mhm.
gather up right here. It wouldn't be a bad stopping point, I suppose.
Would
Yeah,
you
so-
guys be willing to just do me a favor in case I don't see it next time on my character sheet, but that you guys have resistance to all damage on
Right,
your
I'll-
characters?
Definitely write that down.
Mhm. So,
Alright.
just for flavor text, as you guys sort of like deal with the corpses, Rib happens to chop one into little pieces. The other
I
one's
didn't go
missing his
that
head. so
far.
he
Come
doesn't
on,
do
man.
that. Yeah, come on, man.
I
This is
cut
big.
his
Of course
head
he's
in
gonna-
half because I didn't want him getting up. I'm not going crazy like Kerbal on him.
Yeah. There's just a pile of gore there now. It's just mush. No, I'm joking.
If I hit him
Um,
hard enough, then maybe, but I'm not just like gonna hack away at him until he's turned into goo. It's just a good solid stop him from getting back up again.
How do you spell Irene?
I don't know.
Miss Window has an idea.
Can you repeat that, Raptor?
How do you spell Irene?
Ariene.
But yeah, Miss Windle, she has an idea.
So we'll remember it next time.
Mhm.
The Rock, what was Wendell's idea?
Miss Window thinks, well, I don't think that the town's that far away. I'm gonna grab some like handkerchiefs or something. I don't know if this disease is well. I asked I'm like, I don't know if it's airborne, but then then I asked Dane's character, hey, do you know if it how it spreads the disease? Is it just bite, like zombie bite, or is it? Which
Use needles and
Should find
unscan USBs.
Normally, I would ask him to roll, but just as it's the end, I'll just answer it. He's like, no, it's always a bite.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll let him actually, say it how he wants to say.
She goes, no, it comes from those that have passed on, and when they latch on to you, that is, or if they scratch you, that's when it's going to pass from them to you. But don't worry, if you are bitten, just let me know. Don't be afraid, okay? I won't let you pass on.
Just keep you alive and in pain forever.
I fear no illness while she is with us.
Dane,
Okay. So to end it up, you guys sort of like as you finish talking, then you start sort of like gearing up to get heading on. As you're peering into the darkness ahead of you, you hear creaking and also several moans.
It's just moans of like, oh man, I just nailed that floor down. Now it's creaking again. Now I gotta get a hammer. Ah!
that kind
I
of
don't
moaning.
want to be a zombie mom.
No, not that. No, not that kind of moaning. You know,
Oh,
but
too bad
you know what I
not.
mean. And I don't
Okay.
mean a sexual kind of moaning before you start adding that. All right.
Dang, I wasn't even thinking that way. I was gonna be like just somebody sitting
I
in
was
the
gonna say,
next room, just like,
why are we exposing Erin
oh
to
god,
this? This is
I need
not-
newspaper. This is gonna take a
Harry's
while.
an
We're in
adult
a-
woman.
She still never experienced that, and we're in a crypt. That's a whole nother level.
Ew.
Two vampires come down here boning just for the peace and to bone just for the peace and quiet.
Jeez.
Like, do you mind?
Mm. But yeah, and, it's with that scene that we shall end it. So there you go. I mean, you guys are now staring into the darkness, hearing all this noise, prepared to go forth. So there we go. And that, everyone, is the game.
Alrighty then. I thought 8-ball actually worked without. Or maybe you have to start it with 8-ball. Oh,
So
sorry, I
how
was
much
talking on my
health
stream.
did Idris Elba have total?
103.
Okay, so he wasn't that far ahead of me in health, but he
No.
was just a bit ahead of me in health and damage.
Yeah. I didn't want it to be an unwinnable fight. I wanted you to have the chance.
Yeah, with a little more luck, I could have got him.
Hmm. You know, it's just.
But like, I did burn through my luck points to. Like, he made me use everything I had.
Yeah. I mean those 6 hits, and even up to freaking 8 hits, man. That's a lot of freaking hits. And I only got that because I built him as a pure martial artist. You know, which says each attack that you do is two attacks. So you know, if I do flurry, that's 6. You know. And plus, he can also spend a key point to add another attack. So that's what I was doing. I just kept forgetting to declare the key point.
Well, I'm glad you had. I'm glad you were confident building him.
Confident? Do you have any idea how fucking long it took me to build that motherfucker?
Yeah, well, you said statting him took you a while, but you know that's one out of the way.
I think he just wanted to make sure that it wouldn't die like everything else he makes. Like, oh, this is gonna kill you all, and then it dies.
No,
Every
it wasn't a
time.
case of that. I wanted to build him correct and fairly. You know. Although
Well,
every time I looked at his stats, though, I was like, that doesn't seem right. Why is his wisdom so fucking high? He's a monk. So, but that's the thing.
monks are wisdom based. Like, Clawley's only charisma based because you agreed to let me stay charisma based after we switched over from Pathfinder.
Oh, okay.
Like,
See,
his
I was just saying-
AC, his AC, the difficulty of all his key powers and everything is based on his wisdom.
Not bad. So, did you actually enjoy that fight there?
I mean, yeah, I felt like, okay, this is a fight I'm going to lose, but I could win. So like I did like make the effort to like do all my best instead of just trying to flurry him every turn.
Well, I just hope I played him like in terms of like your guys' visual in your head. You know that I played him quite effectively.
How is he so big?
He's technically a Goliath.
He eats a lot.
Oh, Goliaths are only medium though.
Well, when I was looking it up, it said that these were, you know, like half human, half giant, basically. So I presume that to be a
I'm
Right.
saying he's a big Goliath.
The thing you typed.
You're
is
the DM.
terrible.
That's what it does. But yeah, I thought that he added the extra d6 just because he was large. And typically when you're large, you just add another die to the damage you do. And I figured it was like, okay, a d6 for being a monk plus a d6 for being large. I didn't realize he was hitting twice.
No, he was just hitting twice. I wasn't adding any extra bonuses to that because if I had have done so, he would have just been OP, and I didn't want to do that.
Well, the way it came out, definitely made for an interesting, for a neat fight. Like again, I mean, I pulled out
Yeah.
every trick I could think of. Like
So,
the
what
only
was it?
thing I couldn't use was the abilities that either didn't take effect because, like, for deflect arrows, he didn't have ranged weapons, or he was fighting me one-on-one. So, like, my abilities to have one enemy hit another wouldn't have worked.
So basically, I circumvented most of your skills.
Well, you circumvented a couple of them. It did still play into my ability to, like, flurry and dodge and, like, have a, it doesn't cost me any key to hit him as a bonus action and then dodge as my action.
Mm-hmm.
Which I realized way too late was a possible strategy.
No, I was just making him a brawler type, for brawler
Yeah.
stroke wrestler, because that's the reason why he kept trying to grab you.
Yep. Look at me. I'm Black Superman. All right. Well, see you guys next time.
Well, yeah,
Alrighty,
hopefully
have a
you
good
were
one,
still
guys.
pleased with the stat increase, though, because that was going to be the reward either way.
I'm sorry, what?
I was saying, I hope you're happy with this 1 point stat increase, because that was going to be a reward if you won or lost. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I bloodied him, so I figured that was worth something.
Mm-hmm.
You made me bleed my own blood.
No.
Well, yeah, that's basically what he said.
Blood.
Like,
My
he looked
spot-
at you and it's like, God damn it.
All right. So yeah, I was definitely happy to have that as a reward, like cap my charisma, max out now my AC is as high as it's ever gonna be. Unless I get like a magic item to help with that.
All right. Well,
Not bad.
as far as the stream, I'm gonna call it off here in a second. So I'm gonna say have a good night, guys. Thanks for the subscription, Unafraid Crazy, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Night.
Take it easy.